From Berman Stadium in Algiers, Louisiana, it's Fighting Patriot Football via YouTube on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. This year, John Curtis Christian School is celebrating 58 years of excellence and is continuing to build champions for life. Good evening. Welcome to tonight's broadcast. Alongside fellow John Curtis Christian alums Gordon Hebert, Danny Wimpron, and Kevin Fayard. Tonight is the 2020 season opener between the John Curtis Christian Patriots and the Landry-Walker Charging Buccaneers. Tonight's pregame sponsor is Proud Yogi's Bears. Walter and Bill Sanchez, class of 1977, and younger brother Chris Sanchez, class of 1980. Proud Yogi's Bears, proud sponsors of Fighting Patriot Football. On March 26, Mrs. Merle Curtis passed away. Mrs. Curtis, the matriarch of the Curtis family, helped her late husband, Mr. John Curtis, Sr., open up John Curtis Christian School in 1962. The entire Patriot Nation loved her and will miss her dearly. Also on September 20th, fellow Patriot Keith Russell also passed away. Keith graduated in 1981 and alongside his twin brother Kevin helped anchor the offensive line on the 1979 and 1980 state championship teams. Our thoughts and prayers go out to the Curtis and Russell families. Eternal rest grant unto them, O Lord, and let the perpetual light shine upon them. May their souls, to the mercy of God, rest in peace. Amen. Danny, as we enter our 10th season of broadcasting Fighting Patriot Football, unfortunately, due to COVID, we're not able to celebrate like we were originally planning at the end of last year. But it's exciting to be back. I know you and I were talking off and on throughout the summer, just cringing just to get back on the football field and broadcast the Patriots. It's hard to believe that we're actually kicking off the season on October 2nd as opposed to late August 1st of September. But we're happy to be here. The Patriots lost last year in the semifinals to a very good Catholic team. We're looking forward to avenging that loss and having a good season and hopefully make another run to the state championship and winning it and bring home state championship title number 28. Your thoughts on this season and what we got coming back this year?
Yeah, it's good to be back up here with you, buddy. It's been a long time coming this year. 2020 has been a crazy year and obviously a lot going on, but it's just nice that we can find some normalcy back in the game of football. And I know these kids are itching and scratching to get back in here, and I know we had a scrimmage last week or the week before, and it feels good to finally hit somebody and get out here and play some football. And, Landry-Walker is obviously a very good football team like they always do. We always battle it out here at Berman Stadium. It's going to be a great opportunity for us to see what we have. Most years at this point in time, we know basically every Patriot by name. We know their numbers. We know them by heart, and we've already called a bunch of games already, and now is our season opener is tonight. Like I said, I think we can all just take a deep breath and be thankful that we're out here. Not a lot of people going to be in the stadium tonight, obviously, with COVID, but it's just good to be back out here. Kevin and I are about midway up the stands on the 50-yard line underneath or right in front of the tent, and there's probably, 100 people on our sideline, on our side of the stadium, and but I tell you what, it does feel like football weather on the season opener, which is kind of awkward and weird as well because we're used to getting out there in the scrimmages and sweating our butts off, calling the first few games, and I was thinking about earlier the hydration timeouts because it's usually so hot early in the season, but now I tell you what, it's going to be in the 60s tonight, beautiful weather. But like I said before, it's just a great opportunity for these kids to finally get back out here, get those helmets on, and hit somebody. So, Kevin, talk to me a little bit about maybe what the fans can expect tonight from our side on offense and defense, and maybe a few names that they've heard before that they're going to be able to see tonight for the first time in 2020.
Yeah, absolutely. For the first time in 4 years, a guy by the name of Colin Guggenheim is not the starting quarterback. Buddy Taylor, number one, he's a 5'8", 160-pound junior, will take over, and he's very athletic. Just hope that he's as tough as what Chris Jackson was back in the day because he's about the same size as Chris, maybe a tad shorter. But as you know, being a quarterback, you're going to get hit on every play. So I guess the question is the durability. Can he last throughout the season getting hit with the physicality? I believe he can, though he's a small guy. He's really tough.
Well, everybody's talked a lot about him already and talked about his maturity and how much he wants to be the guy, and he is the guy, and he's taken on the role very well with watching film and trying to get bigger and stronger. And obviously he did pretty well in the scrimmage, and they're ready to watch him play. And obviously he's ready as well.
Absolutely. On the offensive line, we replaced quite a few guys. So we're going to have 7 guys in the mix, probably within the first few games. I think Coach Jerry Godfrey is going to kind of mix and match some guys throughout the game until he gets that right comfort zone with the starting lineup and probably play. So it might take 3 games before we get settled in. But look, we got to play some very physical games. The first 3 we go Landry-Walker tonight, St. Aug next week, and then follow up with Carr.
Wow.
We'll talk about that when we get to the defensive side. But that's 3 tough teams right there. So the offensive line really has no opportunity to really kind of play around, if you will. They got to really kind of graduate, grab a diploma, graduate, and then get on it quickly. Last year's tight end, Connor Ogeron, has actually moved to the defensive side. But that's not going to be as big a loss. I don't mean no disrespect to Connor, but sophomore Justin Brooks, he's in the mold, if you remember Dylan Gordon and Glenn Beal.
Yeah.
Big, tall, very athletic tight end. So really, that allowed us, because of his physicality and what a great athlete he is, allowed Connor to move over to the defensive side where we had a need. Running backs will be by committee. We got 4 or 5 guys there that can really tote the ball. So I think we'll also have Ronald Poole back. Remember, he had that severe leg injury 2 years ago, and really wasn't 100% last year, but I think he is now. So we might have that back that get that 3rd and 1, 4th and 1 situation.
Oh, yeah, he's built strong.
Yep. And then on the defensive side, of course, Big E, he's been a 4-year starter for us. We saw last year when he had that knee injury, out a few games, and teams were just gashing us up the middle. He's a 6 foot, 300-pound plus guy committed to Lamar. He could take up, fill some space in that middle. And, of course, the defensive backs. I mean, Caleb Span leads it. He could play all 6 positions. And I say 6 because he can also play at linebacker if we need to. So cornerback, both sides, free safety, strong safety, nickel back, and then a linebacker should we need a linebacker. So anyway, we're looking forward to a great matchup between the Patriots and the Charging Buccaneers. Let's toss it down to Gordon Hebert and Coach JT and the boys behind what would have been the run through, but in the end zone.
Hey, what we talking about? Playing home. We're not rooting for any kind of junk, but let's keep competing and let's put that hat right where it belongs, right in the middle of that cap. It's gonna work!
And here come your John Curtis Christian Fighting Patriots. The Patriots in their road uniforms, white helmet, white jerseys, and white pants. Landry-Walker has not taken the field yet, but they're in the all black, and we're going to do the best we can to identify them. Their uniforms probably, of all the games we call, it's the toughest to identify because it's a dark uniform with a dark blue and red and yellow,
orange. It's just
numbers.
To be honest with you,
crazy.
Kevin, they're illegal jerseys. You're not allowed to do that. It's got to be a dark jersey with a lighter number. And so if they don't get their number called tonight, guess what? It's your school's fault because we can't read you. We can't see them. But anyway, it's just good to see our boys back out here in the all white.
Not only that, bear with us throughout the broadcast. Landry-Walker did not provide us with a program, so we're going to kind of go off the PA announcer for a while, and we'll take some notes.
Do what we can. It's the same guy that always calls the games, and he's, tries to get the stands lively, even though there's 40 people over there on the Landry-Walker side.
But real quick, we're talking about defense. With Landry-Walker, they're very athletic. We got St. Aug next week, and, of course, Carr in a couple weeks, and we'll talk about more of them in a few weeks. But Carr returns 10 of their starting 11. The only guy they had to replace is the quarterback.
Wow.
And they won 4 straight state championships. So, our defense is going to have to graduate.
Tough task.
Quickly next few weeks as well.
No doubt.
Again, I want to thank our pregame sponsor, Proud Yogi's Bears, Walter, Bill, and Chris Sanchez. Proud Yogi's Bears, proud sponsors of Fighting Patriot Football. We appreciate all that they do.
Been with us from the beginning.
Football. Yep. Now, here's what I miss. We've been calling the games against Landry-Walker here.
Yeah.
The band.
Oh, yeah.
There's only 250 people here, 150 tickets to their side, 100 to our side. There's no band. And they kind of, no disrespect to the Colonial Regiment, but when we would sit on that side, that band was pretty entertaining.
Oh, well, you feed off of that atmosphere. Yeah. That's what it's all about. It's like, being in the Superdome when, for the Saints when it's a packed house. I mean, it's a total different atmosphere. You heard about Aaron Rodgers talk about it after they beat us a couple weeks ago. And it's the exact same thing. You come out here in the band and the atmosphere and the cheerleaders, it kind of juices you up a little bit, and now you don't have it. So we're going to do the best that we can. I know these players, it's a different atmosphere, but the bottom line is it's still football Friday night. You got to go to work. You got to do what you worked so hard for. You got to go out there and earn it. And, it's going to be an exciting matchup tonight. Now, I would like to say this. John Drake is going to be our captain, and he's the one that earned 75 this year.
Good.
John's been a starter for us for a few years now. His dad, Norman, played for the Patriots, and, he's a big old kid that plays offensive line. He's really played every position. I think his dad told me he was going to play tackle tonight. But like you mentioned, we have a few guys that that are going to rotate on the offensive side, but he's truly an anchor out there that you can count on. Not only is he physical and big, but he's also smart. And to be an offensive lineman at John Curtis, you have to be intelligent and play with intelligent effort and be able to do the things that the coaches ask you to do, checks on the line of scrimmage, listen to the quarterback, do the things that you need to do to be successful in each and every play. So congratulations to John Drake for earning number 75.
Absolutely. I just want to mention our game day sponsors, the Richardson Law Group, Swamp Team Weldon, the Buddy Taylor family, Uncle Buff, Cassie, Connor. I want to wish Buddy Taylor good luck, Mama Faith, and, of course, Pop EJ. Go Build Constructors and KRS Realtor. Thank you for sponsoring game day throughout the season. The Fighting Patriots' first victory of the season. We have won the toss and elected to receive. We'll be going left to right, so we'll be defending the south end zone going north. And, Danny, we're seconds away from kicking off this 2020 season.
Well, I like the opportunity there that we won the toss and we took the ball. I think that should send a message. Most of the time you defer into the second half. You want their offense to make the first mistake, but I like the opportunity to go out there and say, you know what, we won the toss and we want the ball too. We're going to take it right down there.
We're going to pause for the playing of the national anthem. And we welcome you back to tonight's broadcast of Fighting Patriot Football. Alongside Danny Wimpron, I'm Kevin Fayard. We are on JohnCurtisPatriots.com via YouTube. And I want to give a big shout out to all of our fellow Patriots back at River Ridge. There's a big watch party on the field, on the practice field right there at 10125 Jefferson Highway. Of course, the Patriot Nation's Men's Club is out there cooking some tasty victuals, so I'm sure everybody's back there having a good time, eating and drinking, having fun. And supporting the Patriots.
Nothing
they
wrong
got
with
two
that.
big screens. I don't know if you saw it at the school today. They had
I didn't see it.
on the Celeste side of the field, there was the big old screen, and then they were putting up that big old inflatable screen alongside the gym.
Hey.
Towards the Mancuno side. So.
Hey, we make adjustments, baby. We make adjustments. We do what we got to do no matter what time it is. So congratulations to those guys. Just still want to be part of it, watch and listen, and hopefully these guys are ready to rock and roll, and it's going to be exciting for us tonight. The opening kickoff is always interesting because you never know what's going to happen, and you get that kind of first butterflies out for the season. You get to hit somebody and see how their kicker does and what kind of return team we have. I think Coach Johnny's actually been back helping special teams a little bit, so that is very positive for us. You and I were a little worried about the special teams over the last few years, and Johnny's back helping out a lot, so we appreciate that because he has a lot of attention to detail when it comes down to each and every little technique or scheme. So here we go.
Deep for the Patriots, near side is going to be LeBranch. Deep is going to be Span, and far side is Davis. Kicks will come near side, and LeBranch is going to let it go out of bounds. Around the 15-yard line. Be first and 10 Patriots.
Yeah, I thought it almost bounced up and got us and then went out of bounds, but he stayed far enough away. I guess it looked like took kind of a funny hop, went out of bounds, and you know what? We're going to make him kick it again. Why not? We want this opportunity to be able to return the ball. We have 3 guys back there that could take it to the house at any point in time in the game. So let's do it again.
Yep. Yeah, Patrick LeBranch, the near side halfback. Far side halfback is going to be Javon Davis, and in the middle back is going to be Caleb Spann. And Danny, if you remember, when we played here last year against Landry-Walker, they had a lot of kicking issues, and really every kick was almost like an onside kick.
Right.
And if you notice the front line, there's a huge gap in the middle.
I think in the middle we actually ought to even scoot up a little bit. I don't know who that is. Maybe Poole.
Yeah, I can't even make out the jersey on the kicker, but nonetheless, they'll kick it deep.
Good
Spann
kick. Good kick.
Is going to field it at the 10-yard line. Looks like we have a middle return. He's to the 30-35. Oh, and got tripped up at the around the 36-yard line.
All right, that's a way to hit it with some speed.
Nice return there. It'll be 1st and 10 Patriots.
Good job.
Let's see if they mark it to the 30. Did he get him to 37 or 38? Where did they part it?
Looks like he's on the 37. 38. Here we go. Nice return. Nothing wrong with that, Kevin. Outside of the 20 anytime gives your offense an opportunity to go to work, and ball in the 38. Good opportunity right here for Buddy to go to work.
1st and 10 Patriots. Quinn and Ward are the halfbacks. And he gets up to the nice return run there to the Landry-Walker 28-yard line. That's going to be number 8, Charles Quinn. That was just the inside dive, Danny, and he just broke it up.
Nothing wrong with that. At first, I saw the collision in the backfield with Buddy, and I wasn't sure if he pulled it or not, but a nice read by him. Take everything the defense gives you. Gives it right up the middle to Charles Quinn. Nice gain. Can't ask for anything more on the first play from scrimmage.
That was called the 29-yard line, 1st and 10 Patriots. We'll go Twins receivers to the left. Ball spotted in the middle of the field.
1st down and 10.
Option near side. Taylor's going to pitch it. Bad pitch. But LeBranch was able to fall on it. It would be a loss of 2.
Yeah, they look like they were a little close on the pitch relationship. Buddy kicked that one out a little too hard and kind of up and back. But it looked like we had the right play called. We had a blocker out front, lead back. Might have had something cooking there from the Twins to the top of the field, coming back down to the tight end side. But here we go, do it again. 2nd and about 12, it looks like.
Yeah, Dan, I think if we had a nice pitch, we probably could have done something with it. We'll stay with the same formation. Twins receivers to the left. Poole and LeBranch are the halfbacks.
2nd down and 12.
And the quarterback's going to be sacked for loss.
Yep. Good job of him just eating it, Kevin. That guy was through there.
Yep.
As soon as we said hut, he was through the line of scrimmage. And like you said before, we got 7 guys that are going to rotate on the offensive line throughout the season, or early in the season, to see who's there. But obviously somebody missed their assignment. Good job by Buddy just eating it there. Landry-Walker's no different than anybody else that we play. They're going to stack the box early and see what we can do running the football.
Brings up 3rd down and 13. Let's hit some noise.
Quinn and Ward are the halfbacks. 3rd and 13. Patriots ball in the near hash mark.
3rd down and long.
And the officials blew the whistle.
And we have a penalty on the field.
I would think this is going to be a 4-down territory. We lost, McCready had the long kicking leg last few years. So I would think, if anything, depending on how far this penalty is.
Yeah, we've actually had
we might either go for it or maybe just, I don't know if we'll punt it or not.
We've had some guys that could stroke over the last few years, Ken. We had Linden and then Sheck Snyder, and, of course, McCready now is at Memphis, my alma mater. But, yeah, you never know right now where we're going or what we're going to do at this point in the field.
Jordan Smith checks in at quarterback. I didn't see an injury to Taylor,
sure.
but let's see.
It was an improper equipment violation. 3rd down and 13.
3rd and 13 Patriots. It's going to be a draw play.
Give it to the running back.
Quinn comes near side. He breaks a couple tackles. Well short of the 1st down, but I think he got it to around the 23-yard line.
Yeah, nice job by him just getting what he could get right there. Lead back came up on that backer and put a little stiff arm on him at the end. They drug him down, but not a bad run right there on the draw. Good play call by the coaches with another quarterback in there.
4th and about 4. Got to get it to the 19. We'll keep the ball in the near hash mark. 2 tight ends will have a split to the left.
4th down and 3.
We'll come near side. And we're going to hand it off to the running back number 2, Ward. And I think he's going to be close, Danny. The spot has it right about the 19-yard line. We have to mark it.
Yeah, it's hard for us to see from where we are on the field. We're on the 50. They're right at about the 20 there. And they haven't said anything yet. It looks like they're maybe bringing the sticks into measure.
If he didn't get it, he didn't get it by much.
Yeah. He's calling official timeout. They're going to bring out the sticks to measure it. And that's exactly what I would have done, Kevin. The first play from scrimmage, we ran it right at him, hit him for about 50 yards up the middle, and we hadn't really had an opportunity to run it right at him again yet. We've had a couple of sloppy things happen on this drive early, but we'll see what we have here.
All right, let's say they're going to pull the sticks. He got it.
Yep.
Got it by the nose of the football. Landry-Walker wanted to run off the field saying he didn't get it, but it'll be 1st and 10 Patriots at the 19-yard line.
There you go.
Needed 4, got 4. 8:54 to go in the first quarter. This is the opening drive. And you kind of hate to see the Patriots spoil that first play on that nice long run off that left tackle by Quinn. We'll stay on the near hash mark. Receiver split to the left and the right. We'll send Davis in motion across the formation. We'll come near side. And Poole has it, maybe a yard.
Well, I'll tell you, one thing you noticed on that motion, Kevin, is they were in man-to-man. The corner went all the way across the field with him. So with a guy like Davis running like that, you should be able to hit him in the flat for a big gain with that corner trailing all the way from the bottom of the field.
We'll spot at the 18-yard line, give him a gain of 1, second down, 9, 8:20 and counting. We're in the first quarter.
And like I said before, Kevin, until we show them that we can throw the ball, which obviously we don't do it very much, I'm just saying they're stacking the box just like everybody else we play. There's 8 guys in the box right now. We're going to run it right at them and see what we can do.
Yard on that last play, 2nd down and 9.
We'll send Davis in motion across the formation again. We'll hand it off to Poole over the middle. He's fighting hard. Crosses the 15. And let's give him the 14-yard line. It's a gain of 4.
Another thing is, Kevin, that safety also is very low in the box as well. He's probably 7 yards off the line of scrimmage, so he's kind of up there challenging in the run as well. You know, almost putting 9 in the box. But so far, we're doing okay running the ball right at him, trying to get some first downs. We're in good position right here, right at about the 14-yard line. And hopefully we could do some more damage here on 3rd down.
Quinn, the left side halfback. Ward, the near side halfback. It's 3rd down and a long 4. We'll send Dudenhofer in motion across the formation. Dips it, has a tight end wide open. Quarterback Taylor got hit. The ball's loose and is picked up. And the offensive lineman saved the touchdown. But we had a guy wide open for the touchdown. And then if we had a little bit more blocking, we could have completed the pass.
Yeah, they brought a blitz from the backside, Kevin. That corner was coming down, and that safety went over the top. You could see it, and I think they brought the backers and scraped them over the top. We didn't have enough for it. But obviously, I think we missed the block because on one of those plays, you're going to try to get the ball off very early, but we didn't have time for it. Nice sold fake right there by Buddy Taylor. We just couldn't get it off. Nice play by Landry-Walker. And you know what? If you're a defensive guy, you got to like stuff like this. Get put in position early. Understand you got to answer the bell. Come back. They're hitting us in the mouth. We're going to come back and see what we can do now.
Well, unfortunately for us, though, Justin Brooks, the tight end, was wide open down the seam.
Sure was. We
just needed to 2 more seconds. All right, just bear with us. We don't have the roster for Landry-Walker, so we'll go off the PA announcer. In the meantime, it's 1st and 10. Buccaneers at their own 33-yard line, 7:05 to go in the quarter, no score. Number 1 is their quarterback. He's a big old boy.
Yeah, he's a big, thick kid.
Let's see if it's Justin Hudson, I'm sorry. There's a flag on the play. Looks like a delay of game on the Buccaneers, so I'll back them up 5.
Delay of game.
Yeah, get a big turnover. First play from scrimmage, you got to delay a game. You're going to drive your coach nuts. Got to get up and understand, see the play clock. It's obvious on both sides of the field. The 25-second clock's right there in your face. There's a quarterback. You have to see it and understand and get the play off. Nothing wrong with that, though. We'll take it. Now it's 1st and 15.
Hey, guys, I don't think the 25-second clock is working.
Okay.
They're going by the back judge's hand.
Well, I got you.
Gotcha. Thanks,
back
Gordon.
judge is going to raise his hand when usually they have 5 seconds left.
They hand it off to the running back, and Big E grabs a hold of him. Tax him at the 30-yard line.
Maybe a gain of a yard on the play.
Good job right there playing on their side of the line of scrimmage, getting through there. Got a few different numbers and names I'm sure we're going to learn throughout the season as they go along, but got a big number 40 down here, Kevin.
Baker, number 27 on the carry.
Tackle made on the play by number 92.
40, 94, obviously Big E and on the top of the field. I can't quite see that defensive end's number. But tell you what, we look pretty stout defensively up front.
I want to see if this is number 1, the quarterback.
Brings up second down.
If this roster we have is accurate. They got him listed as 6'3", 220, and he's pretty solid.
Yeah. It looks like about that. 6'3", 220, looks like him.
Yeah, that's him, Hudson, the quarterback. 3 receivers to the top of the field, 1 near side. They'll have a running back next to Hudson. Hudson keeps it himself. He's in trouble, and he goes down.
Tell you what, I don't. That was a busted play there, Kevin. I don't know if that was supposed to be a draw, or the quarterback got confused, or the running back didn't take it. It almost looked like he stuck it out there, and the running back looked like he was supposed to block, but he was supposed to take it on a draw. But good thing for us, it's going to bring up 3rd and long.
Yep, that was number 48 Harris on the tackle for loss. Moves the ball back to the 27-yard line. 5:44 and counting. They'll stay with the same formation. 3 receivers to the top of the field, 1 near side.
Also, don't be surprised if they try to take a shot downfield.
Yep. Baker lines up to the left of Hudson. Hudson's in trouble. Fires a pass over the middle, incomplete. And Ogeron drops him. And it'll be a 4th down and long. And great job of the Patriots defense forcing them to punt.
Yep, good job right there. Getting after the quarterback. He had to step up under pressure. And Kevin, I was watching him in warm-ups. He's got to get that throw over the top a little bit more. He's got to bend a little bit and drive through that front leg. He was leaving him a little high all pregame long. And right there, he stepped up again and kind of overshot it. Our DBs have to be licking our chops right back there, but good job by our defensive front and linebackers bringing some pressure early on our first drive.
Span will go back to field the punt. Let's see if I can identify the number here. I'm telling you, it's not a well-lit stadium. They got dark jerseys with dark numbers.
Really can't see them at all.
Gordon, can you help me out? Is that number 19 or 18? I can't make out the number.
I think it's 16, but I could be wrong, and I'm not far from him.
Okay, well, we'll just say the punter.
Yeah, it's hard to see.
Low snap. And he dropped it, and we can tackle him. We're going to get him deep.
Hold on. Yes, sir. Nice job.
Got him around the 15-yard line, 14-yard line. So great job by the Patriots defense.
Yes, sir.
Holding the Charger Buccaneers, and it'll be 1st and 10 Patriots deep in Landry-Walker territory.
I think that was number 94, Andrew Lopez, senior defensive lineman, 5'10", 240 pounds. Good job of those guys. And then, of course, it wasn't just him. There was a lot of guys getting after him. And obviously, special teams can be huge, Kevin.
Yep.
You can't drop it looked like a good snap to me. It looked like he
just
rolled
it. He kind of rolled it.
Oh, he rolled it back to it, hit him.
He didn't field it properly. If they put it at the 15-yard line, so it'll be 1st and 10 Patriots at the plus 15-yard line. 4:12 to go in the quarter, but there's an injury timeout.
Good job by the Patriots getting the offense the ball back. Obviously, with a turnover on our first drive, the defense had to do their job. We asked them to do it. They go out there and get it done. So awesome opportunity right here, deep in their territory, get the ball back on the 15. We got to do something with it this drive.
That gives me an opportunity to pay some grocery bills here and thank some of our sponsors, our gold sponsors, Pelican State Community Services, Bobby Seafood, Lawson Filters and Supply, Garden Memories, Randazzo's Restaurant and Catering, Proud Yogi's Bears, Walter and Bill and Chris Sanchez, Alario Brothers Marine Supply, and Brenda Harris CPA. Our blue sponsors, Universal Com 1, and Friday Night Football, WGNO ABC. Of course, that's WGNO TV ABC and NOLA 38. The CW proud sponsors of John Curtis Christian Football. Please catch John Curtis highlights tonight at 11 o'clock on NOLA 38, the CW, with Ed Daniels and Coach JT Curtis. Of course, our white sponsors are Cypress Point Pain Management, Victor Manning Driver School, Arno Restaurant, Scariano Wholesale Food Distribution, WDSU Channel 6, and Moe's Pizza.
Nothing wrong with that.
Thank you for your support. Fighting Patriot football.
Good groups right there. Here we go. Let's get it done.
1st and 10 Patriots from the Charger Buccaneer 15-yard line. Ball on that far hash mark.
First down and 10.
Taylor hands it off to the halfback near side, breaks a few tackles, and he's inside the 10 near the 5-yard line. Might be a first down there, and I believe that was Ward, number 2.
Yeah, good job by him. He actually rolled off of the tackle. Nice spin move right there in the open field. And good job. Buddy's actually had nothing but give reads so far tonight. I'd like to see him with the ball in his hands, but a good job of just taking with the defense. As a quarterback, Kevin, sometimes that's hard because you want to go out there and you want to run, you want to be able to contribute, you want to get your own first downs. But a good job so far, just taking what the defense gives you when it's a give read.
Got to the 6, 2nd and 1, Twins to the left. We'll go to left. Taylor hands it off to the halfback, and we got it. Touchdown.
Yeah. All right. Nice job right there.
Ronald Poole with a 6-yard touchdown run. And with 3:32 to go in the quarter, it's the Patriots 6. The PAT pending.
Nice job by those guys just going out there, running it right at them like we mentioned. And getting the job done. Got to hand it to the defense for getting us the ball back. And obviously we're going to huddle out there, see if they're going to shift over, they do. So it looks like Buddy's going to give them the all-go call and shift back over and kick this extra point through.
Big E will kick it.
Like you mentioned before, this could be interesting this year. Actually, Big E's done a little bit for us last year when we needed him, and he did okay on things like this with extra points. Straight on Tom Dempsey style kicker.
They jumped off sides and made a guard move.
Penalty flags fly. Neutral zone infraction on the Bucs.
We might go for 2 points here.
Probably go for 2 because they're going to scoot it to the 1.5 line and get a little bit closer. And like I said, we've been running pretty tough right at them. So see if we can get it done here. Get 2 points. They don't even have 6 points on the board yet.
Well, here's where we missed that big back, and like I said, prove my point right at pregame. Got a little weight in his pants, and he was able to get that 6-yard dive. Do we give it to him here for the 2-point conversion? 2 tight ends split near side. Taylor's going to keep it up the middle, and we got it.
Yep. Nice job. Good job by him. Calling his own number, understanding. We put it in the quarterback's hands to say, if you feel like you can get it, they're not stacked up right there over the center. You trust your center can come off the ball and hit somebody. And then go ahead and take it yourself. He did that, got us 2 more points, and it's 8-0 here early for the Patriots.
Yeah, Danny, that was a 6-yard touchdown run by Ronald Poole Jr. Taylor got the 2-point run up the middle. That capped off a 2-play drive, 15 yards in distance, taking 42 seconds off the clock. It's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 8. The Landry-Walker Charging Buccaneers 0.
Kevin, I want to say thank you once again to a new sponsor for us this year. It's Howie Inman for Jefferson Indoor Sports. I'm trying to find it, Howie, as I call you out here. Yep, here I go. I got it. Howie's the new owner over there, Kevin. I know it's been a lot of different names over the years, but Howie's got them going again. Jefferson Indoor Sports, a multi-sports indoor facility right off Jefferson Highway in Harahan. They're offering sports-themed birthday parties, summer and holiday sports camps for children ages 5 to 13 and rentals for their artificial turf field where they play football, soccer, lacrosse, and even cornhole. Players from youth teams and adults gather to practice and play with their friends. Let's hear a little more after this kickoff.
Big E skies it, and a fair catch.
Boy, I've never seen a kickoff like that, I'll be honest with you.
We're so used to McCready booming out the end zone, and here Big E kicks it.
Well, not only that, he kicked it up to the lights, only about 30 yards deep, and boy, that was almost like a introductory sky kick.
But I tell you what, we hustled down there. We almost could have caught it.
Not bad at all. Check out the website at www.jeffersonindoorsports.com or follow them on social media for all their updates, programs, tournaments, and sports training. After the game, hang out with your friends and teammates at the new bar and concession stand, and they watch your favorite sport on the big screen TVs. Constantly improving the facility. Call Coach Howie Inman, 504-470-2349. He's the owner and president. Of course, he's always helping out with our track team as well, so we appreciate his support and the support of Jefferson Indoor Sports.
Shotgun formation. Hudson takes the pass from center, hands it off to Baker. He tries to go around the right corner, breaks a couple tackles, and he might have gained 2 to the 31-yard line. It'll be 2nd down 8. 3:06 and counting. We're in the first period. The Patriots lead at Charging Buccaneers 8-0.
Kevin, got a text from Miss Kathy Rickner. She said, since we could not go to the game, we brought the game to us. You guys sound great. The band's playing. The cheerleaders are cheering. That's got to be pretty cool. I mean, it reminds me of the old, like, kind of pepper rallies that we had back in the day, that atmosphere that must be at the high school. So we appreciate you guys listening and tuning in. Even though we don't have many people in the stands, we know you guys are out there listening.
Yep. Text us some pictures. Maybe next week we'll get Robbie when he's back up and running to post them for us. Baker comes near side, and he breaks one tackle, 2 tackles, and this time he can't break the third one. Looks like Kerry McMillian on the tackle. And speaking of Kerry McMillian, happy 18th birthday to the young man.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah.
Cool deal.
Hey, want to give a shout-out. We got some fans listening to us in Clarksville, Tennessee. Go Patriots. Of course, Lionel and Sue Fayard watching in Plano, Texas. Go Patriots. Big Barry, class of 88, says go Big Blue. We appreciate you guys.
I think Big E turned 18 recently also, didn't he?
Yes.
Remember a couple of years ago, they wanted us to give a shout-out for his birthday party or something like that?
Jeffrey Bonet, class of 95,
good stuff.
watching from Ponchatoula. Coach Malcolm Ogeron giving us a shout-out from Bro Bridge. And Mathurns are watching from Bayou Gosh.
There you go.
Appreciate you guys. So, yeah, if you want to text us.
All over the world, baby.
We'll be checking. Send a text to 504-259-7690. 504-259-7690. Give us your name and location. Give you a shout-out. Hudson's in trouble, and he's going to go down.
Yes, sir. Go get him.
Big E wraps him down for a tackle.
I tell you what,
loss.
Kevin, defense is so far getting after him.
Yes.
You know, that I believe that was only a 5-man box by the defense, and we could have been 6, but we're getting after that QB so far in the run and in the pass game. So a good job of those guys getting some great pressure up the middle, and he does not feel comfortable sitting back there scanning the defense. So a good job by him, and it looks like we're going to have Caleb Spann step back to receive the punt once again. Let's see how this snap presents itself to the punter.
Traditionally, we usually have 2 halfbacks back there, but this year, for some reason, we're going to start off with Caleb. And, he's very athletic, so maybe if our front guys can hold the line and give Caleb an opportunity, we could get a big return here. High snap.
For the Patriots, number 5, Caleb Spann.
Wobbly kick, and that may go out of bounds. Let's see. Yep, it comes near side out of bounds, so the Patriots have good field position.
Yeah, that was almost an end-over-end punt, and Caleb did a better job of just kind of getting away from that one. You don't know how that's going to take a hop. I could hear Johnny from here making the Peter call and understanding that one could be a crazy one and getting away, and it gives our offense another great opportunity, a great field position here on this next drive.
Yep. I got to get a couple more ads in before the end of the quarter, so hopefully
I tell you what, Miss Sue Curtis, Wes Carr, they just sent me a text. Everybody on that field, what you say, Big Blue? That's awesome, man. I tell you what, they got some people out there. That's fantastic.
That is awesome. Ball in the near hash mark at the Patriot 42-yard line. Taylor under center. Option to the left. He's going to pitch it to Ward. Got a block. Can he turn the corner? He's at the 45-50. And I believe he crossed midfield.
I'll tell you, who is that blocker getting out front, number 8?
That's the other new halfback, Charles Quinn.
Yeah, nice job by him, getting out, hunting, putting his hat on the outside, turning them back in, giving the running back an opportunity to turn the corner. Nice job by him. Going to bring up second and short. And so far, the offense is looking good. Defense is looking good.
That might be the last play of the quarter, 13 seconds of counting. At the plus 49-yard line. Let's see if we get it off in time. Gain of 9, second and 1. And they're going to place the ball at that far hash mark. We might just let it run out. And that's it. Didn't get it off in time.
Ooh.
So at the 1 quarter to play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 8. The Landry-Walker Charger Buccaneers 0.
Ooh. Been pretty good so far, Kevin, I'll tell you that. Not bad at all. Good job by the Patriots coming out, doing what they needed to do for the first quarter. Obviously, don't want to turn the ball over, but you're going to have things like that. And look, and I'll say it to you like this, Kevin. With this pandemic hitting, these kids going to class, just imagine us being their age back in the day, having all these distractions, having a late season, not knowing if you're going to play at all, and then coming and finally getting your first game out of the way. There's definitely going to be some jitters. There's definitely going to be some mistakes. I thought coming in tonight, you know what? We just need to relax on them because it's just a great opportunity to just be out here having fun, just doing it. You know,
yep.
It's there was so much. I guess we just weren't sure what was going to happen this year, and to just be able to put on the pads for a little while. I mean, they only got pads how long ago?
3 weeks ago.
Yeah, 3 weeks ago. So. no camp like you're used to. We're staying at school in the 2 and 3 days and things like that. So the preparation was totally different. So I thought coming out here tonight, and of course this is only the end of the first quarter, but I really thought we were going to just be sloppy on both sides. And so far, we've had some minimal mistakes, but, so far the Patriots are putting it on them.
Yep, give a shout out to Miss Georgie and the crew watching us on the field. David Higgins, class of 2000. Let's go Big Blue. And a shout out from Harahan, the Fabachers, Abears, Macaluso, and, Chris Abear. He wants us to plug his fishing charter.
That a boy.
Sounds like a free trip to me.
Oh, Chris's charters. Been there, done that. Fantastic.
2nd and 1 from the 49-yard line. We go to the top of the field. Handoff. We had the first down. Only needed 1, but we might have gotten
That's close.
3. Let's see.
Close. Yep. They're marking it off. First down. Good job by them. And I tell you, Buddy is getting close to being able to pull that ball and get out front. And sometimes throughout the game, you just got to continue to give it. Unless he squares his shoulders up on the running back, you continue to give it, and all of a sudden they commit, and you're going to be off to the races. And what I hear about Buddy is he's very athletic.
Yeah.
He's very fast, moves his feet very well. He's obviously had a great duck step. That's one thing I could say about Colin Guggenheim. He had a great duck step up the field, and obviously Buddy's learned from him. So let's see if he could get that ball in his hands a little bit more.
We'll go to the right, hand it off to the halfback on the right side. And he crosses the 40-yard line to around the 39-yard line. Should be about a gain of 8 there.
Gains about 7, 8 yards on the play.
Let's see who that halfback was.
And that's another thing, Kevin, a little bit of unsureness for, this offensive line, I guess. You're talking about
Ward.
Maybe playing 7 guys, rotating, finding out who could do it. But for us, having heard that and seen it so far tonight, they're blowing them off the ball. They're picking up 5, 6, 7, 8-yard chunks and running the ball right at them.
2nd down and 2.
2nd and 2 Patriots. Ball at the 39-yard line.
Stacked receivers out here.
Ward and LeBranch are the halfbacks. Will come near side. That's going to be LeBranch, and he should have the first down. They're trying to rake for the ball, but let's see, did he lose yard in fighting, or did he get it?
Yeah, he almost looked like he had it initially, and then he tried to beat him with speed outside and kind of looped back downhill a little bit. So We'll see. They're going to mark it 3rd and short. Sometimes as a running back, you got to just turn your shoulders and knife forward, run through him for the extra yard that you need for that first down.
LeBranch, near side halfback. Ward, the far side. 2 tight ends split top of the field. 3rd down and 1. Ball near hash mark. Taylor's going to follow the back up the hole. That's Ward comes near side, crosses the 30-25 and slung out of bounds. Should be a flag. That's way out of bounds.
Yep, yes, sir. Threw him on the track. Nice flag. Atta boy. That'll drive a coach insane.
Fortunately, no injury there.
Silly penalties like that. We'll take it. Good job of him being tough and hopping right up. We'll take the 15.
Real quick, let me thank our red sponsors, R.J. Blanchard Benefit Services, Matrana Produce, Elite Epoxy, Progen Financial, Diesel Works, Dapco Enterprises, Smart Tackle, Republic Finance, Integrity First Realty Incorporated, Brian Subaru, and Burgess Rome Architects. Thank you for your support of Fighting Patriot football.
So far, so good, Kevin. 9:53 left here in the second quarter, and the Patriots are driving methodically on Landry-Walker.
They haven't placed the ball yet.
Run by the Patriots was unnecessary roughness on the Buccaneers.
Let's go, guys. 15 yards. Mark it off. Let's go to work.
Should be closer to the 10-yard line.
Yeah.
Because it's not half the distance of the goal yet. Because it was around the 24, 25-yard line where he got thrown out of bounds. They're going to move it to the 13.
It'd be half then.
That'll bring the ball to the 12-yard line.
There we go. And as you guys know, the receivers, tight ends, running backs, they run the play call in from Jeff Curtis and J.T. Curtis. And
right halfback is Span. Pool the near side halfback. We'll send Dudenhofer in motion across the formation. Span takes a handoff off the tackle, fighting hard. And Danny, we might see a lot of him on offense throughout the year. He played a little bit at receiver against Catholic in the semis, if you remember.
I think he lost his helmet, Kevin, fighting for some extra yards. Yeah, I mean, bottom line is he's a tough-nosed kid. I mean, he could play anything on the field. He's very athletic. We talked about him being able to come down, play in the box at linebacker, corner, safety, strong safety, anywhere that you put him. So it's not surprising to me that he could fill in at running back as well.
Got it to the 8-yard line, gain of 5, 2nd and 5. Well, he committed to Central Michigan.
Yeah, I was a little surprised.
Yeah.
I mean, honestly, look, nothing wrong with Central Michigan, but I think Caleb's even better than that. So we'll see how this year progresses. I think a lot of kids, because of the unknown, committed early just to make sure that they could go to school for free. But I wouldn't be surprised if that even increases from here.
Quinn takes a handoff, and he's going to score.
Attaboy, nice.
8-yard touchdown run by Quinn. 9:19 to go in the half. It's now 14-0, PAT pending.
Nice job right there by the offense. Just, again, taking what the defense gives us and doing what we needed to do to be successful. Again, we are up 16-0 so far pending the PAT. And Patriots taking care of business thus far. 9:19 left here in the second. Buddy calls him over, and Big E lines up with that straight-legged kick. And something funny about that. You just don't see it that often anymore. And it's just, especially being a 300-pound kicker, adds something to it as well.
Place kick.
Boots it right through. Nice job.
So with 9:19 to go in the half, is the Patriots 15, Charger Buccaneers 0.
Kevin, I want to say thank you to a longtime sponsor, Moe's Pizza. I could pretty much tell you this one by heart. Our good buddy Jeff Arsmith, John Curtis Christian alum, and his lovely wife Lisa. Jeff's class of 1986. Go check him out at 1112 Avenue H in West Wego, 504-341-9650. I wouldn't be surprised if they had a little party over there tonight, being the games on the West Bank. They specialize in homemade hand-tossed pizza, lasagna, meatballs, and spaghetti, and muffaladas. I tell you what, I'm almost embarrassed to say this because I love his pizza so much. I had his lasagna for the first time like a month ago.
Very tasty, yeah.
It's like the best lasagna I've ever had in my life. Fantastic. So check them out at the website. You see everything that they have to offer, www.moespizzanola.com. And, Jeff, we appreciate your support, my brother. Jeff Arsmith, class of 1986, and Moe's Pizza.
That was an 8-play, 38-yard drive, culminating in an 8-yard touchdown run by number 8, Charles Quinn.
Tell you what, it doesn't feel like the first game of the season so far.
No.
We've been somewhat crisp.
Yep. Big East kicks it deep.
Good boot by him.
And it's going to roll into the end zone for an automatic touchback.
Big boy puts it in the zone.
There he did.
That's what I'm talking about.
Danny, that last scoring drive, Quinn had an 8-yard touchdown run. Big E added the PAT, making it 15-0. That capped off a 7-play, 58-yard drive, taking 3:07 off the clock. So far, so good. I like what we're seeing.
Nice kick by him. You know, and people don't realize how much of a weapon it is on a kickoff team to just have a touchback. And they line up on the 20-yard line to be able to, you know, just pin them back there and then make them drive 80 yards against our defense. Historically, if you have to drive 80 yards against our defense, you're probably not going to be successful many times.
No.
That's a long way to go for you. And our defense has, like I said, historically been stellar over the years. And so far from what we're seeing this year is no different.
1st and 10, Buccaneers from their own 20. They're going left to right. They'll stay in the shotgun with Baker to the left. Hudson comes near side on the quarterback keeper, and he's going to be tackled for a short gain.
Good job right there. That was number 7, Jackson Wallace,
Yeah.
6-foot DB, senior, 190 pounds. Good job of him just taking on the block, fighting through it, keep contained, get to the outside shoulder, running that quarterback out, making the tackle. Nice job by him.
Yep.
Tackle made on the play by number 7, Jackson Wallace.
The Patriots lead the all-time series versus Landry-Walker 5-0. Of course, when they were Landry High School, we led the series 6 games to 0. And, of course, when it was Perry Walker, we led that 12-1. That one loss came in 2001, which broke that long streak of district games and scoreless games as well. 20-0, we lost that game. Hand off to Baker up the middle.
Buccaneers trying to power it up the middle once
Maybe
again.
to the 24-yard line. It's be 3rd down and about 6. 8:24 to go in the half. The Patriots lead the Buccaneers 15-0. Of course, you know, Coach JT is 8 wins away from 600. He's 592, 66-6.
Unbelievable.
30 wins away from being the all-time winningest coach in the history of the sport. If he gets a 622, nobody in professional, high school, junior college, Little League, Pee Wee, semi-pro, Canadian,
Unbelievable. I'm telling you. I tell people outside of this area about that, and they don't understand what I'm talking about. What do you mean? What do you mean? Like, he's the winningest.
Hudson's pass is incomplete. That's going to force a 4th down, and the Patriots defense holds.
Yeah, sometimes, I mean, their quarterback's throwing the ball stiff. Trust me, he's got a great arm. But sometimes in that hole, you just got to let it rip, let the receiver run to that slant. It looked like he was open right there, and the receiver couldn't come up with it, kind of low, and like I said, a kind of a stiff throw there. But
you know who he reminds me of, and I'm glad he's not as accurate and as effective? Lejean from Warren Easton 2 years ago.
He was fantastic.
Same size, same physicality.
He was one of my favorite quarterbacks I've seen in a long time in high school. He could run, throw. He'd probably throw that thing 70 yards in the air. But he was, like you said, a lot more accurate, and I wouldn't be surprised if we're talking about him more. Where's he at now?
Maryland.
Maryland, that's what I thought. Yeah.
Span's going to stand back at the Patriot 45-yard line. Let's see if we get a decent return here.
4th down.
Oh, yeah.
Spiral kick. Span's going to go back. He's going to call fair catch. And he'll fall down around the 36-yard line. So with 7:32 to go in the half, 1st and 10 Patriots from their own 32.
That was just kind of one of those crazy kicks. The way it was spinning, wasn't sure if it was going to come back down or continue to spin left. He just couldn't get a beat on it. Good job of just securing the football. And we still get the ball on the 36-yard line in good field position.
Yeah, Nick just showed us a picture of somebody texting him a picture of the big tailgate party at the school. That field is packed.
I'm telling you. That's
so awesome. It is. Taylor back to pass. Fires it far side. Caught. So he does Davis on the reception.
Yep, good job by him. Buddy's got to get that down in his chest. Good job of Davis saying, I don't care. I'll get up and get that for you.
42. No huddle by the Patriots. We'll come near side. Hands off to the running back. That's going to be Quinn on the carry. Should have the 1st down. Span, LeBranch, and Poole check in. Nope. LeBranch gets off the field. Hurry up. We got to hustle. We'll get off the field. There we come near side. Span gets the handoff. Taylor capped it. Sorry. He faked me out.
Yeah.
No gain on the play.
That one looked like a give read, too. Span looked like he got hit, but he came through. And Buddy might have guessed on that one. Like I mentioned earlier, you got to just continue to read it. And he's done a good job so far. That one he might have missed, but you know what? We'll let him miss one every now and then.
Let's give him one to the 43-yard line. 2nd down and 9. 6:28 and counting. Span the near side halfback. LeBranch the right side halfback. Ball's in the middle of the field. Taylor going to roll to his right. He's in trouble. Breaks a tackle, fires it, and almost intercepted.
Yeah.
Through Davis's hands and almost intercepted.
Yeah, that is a no-no for a quarterback, Kevin. And he'll learn, you know. And like I said, he's still young in this offense, never have started before. But when you're running, and when I mean running, I mean he was running for his life there. He was at a full sprint. You don't throw it back across your body into the field to play. That one, you just throw it away, you punt it away, and then you pin them deep in their territory. This is a complete game with the offense and defense and special teams playing together. So you have to have confidence that, you know what, this just wasn't our series. Throw the ball away. Don't take a loss on the play. Don't make a silly mistake. Throw an interception. Just let us punt it away, pin them deep, and the defense is going to give you the ball back soon.
Here's your official hydration break. Official time on the field. Patriots 15, Charger Buccaneers 0. Again, let me thank our gold sponsors, Pelican State Community Services, Bobby Seafood, Lawson Filters and Supply, Garden of Memories, Randazzo's Restaurant and Catering, Proud Yogi Bears, Walter Bill and Chris Sanchez, Alario Brothers Marine Supply, and Brenda Hayes CPA. Our blue sponsors, Universal Com 1 and Friday Night Football, WGNO ABC. Our white sponsors, Cypress Point Pain Management, Victor Manning Drivers School, R&O Restaurant, Scariano Wholesale Food Distribution, WDSU Channel 6, Moe's Pizza. And our red sponsors are RJ Blanchard Benefit Services, Matranas Produce, Elite Epoxy, Progen Financial, Diesel Works, Dapco Enterprises, Smart Tackle, Republic Finance, Integrity First Realty, Brian Subaru, and Virgis Rome Architects. Thank you all for your support of Fighting Patriot Athletics. You know, Dan, we're going to credit Coach Johnny Curtis for getting all these sponsors with his COVID. And, you know, we lost a lot of income because it's going to have limited amount of fans in the stands. But I feel we ought to have a bunch of patches on our shirt, like a NASCAR, with all these advertisements.
Yeah, we can't brand ourselves too much here. We got to be able to talk some football.
Holy mackerel, it could be a hook on phonics. Taylor back to pass, looks near side, is going to throw it deep for Taylor. One-on-one coverage. Oh, I believe he had it should have been interference in my opinion, but incomplete pass out of bounds.
No, well, here's the thing.
He got pushed at the end.
I'll say a couple things on that play. First of all, the DB did a good job of running our receiver to the sidelines, but he threw it a little bit too far to the sidelines. But I tell you what, Buddy ripped it. That was a nice throw. He let that sucker go. It almost looked like off his back foot. Let it rip, and that thing was 40 yards in the air, and he put it out there. So a good job by Buddy, just showing us that he's not going to get outrun right there. But, I mean, that was almost a huge play right there. That was nice.
First punt of the year, Jace Lee, number 33, goes back to punt. And for the first time, long time or ever, we're going to have 3 personal protectors back there.
And as a former QB, I just like when we throw it up anyway.
Lee punts it. Was hoping it hit one of their guys, but it doesn't. And it's going to roll around the 15-yard line. That's where we're down it. So with 5:45 to go in the half, it'll be 1st and 10 Buccaneers at their own 15, but the Patriots lead it 15-0.
That's Jace Lee punting the ball. Good deal. Not bad. That's kind of almost like the old rugby-style punt. Jogged a little bit to the right, took some time. Let it go and let it bounce a few times. And I tell you what, that could be a weapon. I did that in college for basically 4 years. And, you know, if you can perfect it and understand the blocking scheme and those guys, you know, basically stay shoulder to shoulder, it is a great weapon to let our guys get down there and cover. Let it roll down there, take a nice hop for you, and pin them deep.
You know, I mentioned earlier, Kerry McMillian, number 13, says celebrating his 18th birthday. Also, number 47, Logan Jacob. He's turned 16 today. Happy birthday to both of those Patriots.
Cool deal.
Yep, 3 receivers near side, 1 top of the field. Hudson out of the shotgun, and Baker will line up to his right. Hudson rolls near side. Looks like a quarterback run all the way. And he'll get it over the 20 to around the 24-yard line. Probably a gain of 9 there.
They're trying to get something going, Kevin. And, you know, and I'll tell you this. Sometimes when all else fails, just give it to your playmakers and see if they can make something happen. It's almost like throwing it deep one-on-one, or you got a big quarterback that can run behind his pads like that. Give it to him, see if he can make something happen. Obviously, offensively, Landry-Walker hasn't done much yet, but you got to hand it to our defense for playing pretty stout thus far. We got 5-13 and counting here in the second quarter. You listen to us live on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
Yep, 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. Baker will line up to the left of Hudson. Now he'll shift over to the slot. Empty set for Hudson. And quarterback draw all the way. Going to keep it, comes near side. He'll have the first down, but not much after that. And that was Spann on the tackle. You know what we're missing in this COVID with this 250 people attendance?
That was Jackson Wallace on the tackle.
No band, no atmosphere. It doesn't really feel like a good high school football
No,
game.
No
cheerleaders.
You know what's kind of awkward. I'm not going to say it too loud because I got people close to me. But you know what's kind of awkward and funny? It's almost like people that are here, only being like 100 people, they're almost scared to yell and cheer.
We haven't heard much.
No, they might just feel funny, kind of yelling by themselves. Whee! You know, it's different. It's different. Everybody's going to hear me, you know. It's like singing in the public shower.
1st and 10 from the 25-yard line. They'll hand it off to Baker up the middle. And he fights his way to the 29-yard line.
And the running back turns inside.
Awesome.
Looked like a gain of about 3 on the play.
Kevin, Danny mentioned this. Yeah. All right. Okay, cool. Thank you. Awesome.
You know, Landry-Walker has like,
All right, I'll see you.
seems like a bazillion uniform combinations.
Oh, yeah. That's some cool ones.
But every time we play them, though, they always wear the dark jerseys with the goofy dark numbers, you know.
I like the yellow cleats by the one guy in the huddle.
Yeah, but I keep thinking it's a flag. I want to see him on the field on the far side.
Right.
When Buddy got ran out of bounds, I thought it was a flag on the field.
You know, I actually thought that yellow cleats were illegal because of what you just said.
That's possible.
But who knows? Maybe I just made that up.
Sounded good.
That happens a lot.
That's what Ashley said.
Yeah, I was about to say, ask my wife.
Hudson trying to roll to the right. And I think the Patriot defense, now he fires a pass.
Oh, they got to have a lineman downfield.
Yeah, absolutely.
Got to have a lineman
Look
downfield.
at big boy 74. He's like 15 yards downfield.
Yeah, no doubt. They didn't see it.
You got to
He
be
didn't
kidding
call
me.
it. Yeah, because I really don't think that was a design pass.
No, it was a
Kevin.
run.
It was a run. So those linemen are obviously going to be 5, 6, 7 yards downfield. He didn't see it. I think Coach JT's getting his ear big time.
Danny, 75 was past the first down marker.
No doubt in my mind.
Anyway, it'd be third down and long.
Good heads-up play by the quarterback saying, I'm not getting anything. Maybe I'm going to throw it away. Maybe I'll take the penalty, whatever, see what happens, but they didn't call it.
Yep. Timeout by the Buccaneers. 3:57 to go in the half. It's the Patriots 15, the Buccaneers 0.
So what else is going on, my big brother? What other games have you called lately that you could give some props to?
I'll tell you what, we've been watching the volleyball girls. They are outstanding. The Lady Patriots are 10-3 on the season, and they've won 10 out of the last 11 matches. Started off 0-2. Of course, their first match was against Dominican, who's probably the best team in the state. Then they lost to, I believe, Newman after that, but they've reeled off 10 out of the last 11 matches, and they're fun to watch. So if you get an opportunity, our next broadcast will be Thursday. Coach Dawn Curtis and I will broadcast the game when the Lady Patriots host the St. Charles Comets at 5:30. I want to give a shout out also. Happy birthday to Stacy Brack. Cody Schecksteiner's watching us up in Tennessee. He's over at Austin P. Thank you very much. Watching with the coach staff. We appreciate you guys. And it's also a great way to recruit. We got some good guys on this team, man. Get some guys up there at Austin P.
That's right.
Awesome. Jesse Lyles, class of 2000, giving us a shout out. Says go Patriots.
Yeah, one of my old specialists at Memphis, Ryan Ivey, he's the athletic director at Austin P.
And, of course, go Big Blue from the Phoenix Fan Club. We appreciate you listening.
Oh,
and
yeah.
Hudson's going to be tackled for a loss.
Nice.
4 or 5 white jerseys on top of him. Great job of the defense. Miss Betty and Mr. Vernon Walker. They're the president of the Patriot Nation Fan Club out in Phoenix.
Tell you what, we haven't given that quarterback a break tonight, and I love it. Good job by those guys. Just getting up in his face. He's uneasy standing back there, and we're hitting him right in the chin.
Well, we need to get some good practice because guess what? Next week is St. Aug, and every time we play St. Aug, that's
just kind of a crazy.
And then 2 weeks from now, Carr. They returned 10 out of 11 starters from last year and won 4 straight championships. So
remember when the lights went out on us?
St. Aug in 14? Yeah.
I'll never forget that as long as I live.
We had a battle of the bands.
Battle of the bands and the lights go out. It couldn't get any crazier.
The Colonial Regiment held their own that night.
They did.
Span's going to stand around the 40. Nice kick.
Go get it.
Oh, he lets it hit. He can pick it up the bounce.
Field it. Go.
Picks up at the 25-yard line. Trying to come near side. Can he get a block?
That a boy.
And there's a flag. That's that peel back block. You can't do no more. He got tackled at the 41-yard line. If you remember, folks, about 2 years ago, what used to be legal back in the day, the defender has to be in your vision. You can't ear hold those guys no more, and that's what happened.
I can't stand that.
I'm with you. That's the rule.
To me, that takes away a lot of football. And I understand. Look, I don't know. I know you want to protect them. But I don't know. That was one of those, just awesome things in the highlight tape the next day, and then the special teams meetings. And
Coach used to tell us back in the day, keep your head on a swivel.
Yeah.
Because you don't know where it's going to come.
Yeah. And if you coach, you keep your head on a swivel.
All right, they're going to move the ball back to the 19-yard line. 2:53 to go in the half. We got a score here because Landry-Walker will get the ball to start the second half.
Yep. See what we can do with just under 3 minutes here.
We'll do the power play near side, and that's going to be Ward. And he's going to get it around the 25-yard line. Should be a gain of 6 yards.
Good job of their safety just scraping outside, seeing it, coming up and making a hit. Ward's trying to beat him with speed outside. Good lead block by the lead running back there, getting out front, making a little block, showing him the path.
Gain of 5 on that last play. Second down and 5.
Power play, same play near side.
Up the middle again.
Look like LeBranch.
Buccaneers defense holds.
Danny, I think he had that 1 yard, but then when he spun back around to the middle, I think he got tackled at the line of scrimmage.
Yeah, it's
actually they're going to give him half a yard to the 25.5. Let's call it the 26.
Sometimes during the game, Kevin, when a 2-minute situation like this happens and you're deep in your territory, you kind of just feel it out. A lot of people might say, why are you not in your hurry-up offense? If you pop something and you have a big, long gain, then you might call a timeout and try to get something working. But right now, you don't want to just do something silly, try to throw the ball, make a bad play worse. Let's see if we can come up here on third down.
There's a flag in the play.
Ooh. Like we had something, too.
Sideline warning on their side. Yep.
Yep, sideline warning.
Whatever.
Yeah, I thought we had something there.
Sideline warning. The call on the field against the Buccaneers. Sideline warning. No penalty on the first.
We've been known to get a few of those, right?
No doubt about it. It'd drive us nuts from up here. Just
goodness.
like, man, what are we doing? And then finally they throw another one and they have to enforce it. I'm like, where's the get back coach?
3rd and 4. Twins receivers near side. Ball not quite in the middle of the field. We'll go to the top of the field. And Taylor got tackled for a loss. And with the punt it with a 1:22 and counting.
This is kind of what I was talking about. You just kind of feel it out. You milk the clock now here inside 1 minute and 15 seconds. You let it run down. Obviously, the 25-second clock's not working. But back here, the back judge is going to let us know where we're at. And again, that's number 33, Jace Lee, back to punt.
Time out of the field. Gordon, we haven't come down to you in a long time. What's the mood like on the sideline? It's kind of quiet here in the stands, but what's the feel down there?
They're kind of quiet down here. They look focused. Coaches are coaching them up every play.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. I remember a long time ago. This is a funny story. Coach JT, I was listening to him talk, and we had kind of a kid that, you know, just a bonehead, you know, like he just never got it, and he just kept coaching him up. And I was like, man, why do we keep coaching this kid? He said, because I care. And when I stop coaching, I stop caring, and I don't ever stop coaching. You know, so it just reminded me of that, what you're talking about. The coaches are constantly coaching these kids and understanding that there's a lot more things bigger than football out there, but it is a different atmosphere for sure tonight, not hearing all of the crazy yelling that they're yelling above the crowd, above the noise, above the bands and things like that. But doesn't matter. We're still up 15-0, right?
Well, to your point,
that.
Keep coaching them because, you know what, some of those guys who really didn't play a whole lot, they were part of the team because coach don't cut anybody. And you know what? I know a few of them. They're very successful businessmen and millionaires.
Well, not only that, they might be coaches one day in their life as well because of you caring enough and then them starting to learn the game and understand the game. So, yeah, successful in some way or another, like you mentioned.
Just because they're part of the organization and the culture.
Yep.
Nice snap. Line drive by Lee. Looks like one of my tee shots.
I played with you before. I saw that.
Dude, I could damage some windows. And the ball is going to be down at the Buccaneer 47-yard line. So with 50.9 seconds to go in the half, it'll be 1st and 10 Buccaneers at their own, let's call it the 48 now. So we've got to play good defense here because you don't let them score because they're going to get the ball to start the second half.
Tell you what, a little chill came over me just now wearing these short sleeves.
I know, man. You got the fazons.
I'm telling you, man. And then it's getting a little cooler out here tonight, which is awesome because we love this football weather. You remember that one time in EJ? Who were we playing against EJ? I mean, at EJ. And I had like,
that was the semifinals in 09 against St. Charles.
The
when
semifinals. It was like 63 degrees during the day, and it dropped like 30 degrees.
It was like in the teens
and
that night.
Sleeted. Oh, and I was wearing just a regular T-shirt in the press box. Kevin's got his camo gear on.
Like duck hunting.
His
I was
duck
still
hunting
freezing.
stuff on. Oh man, that was awesome.
My lips and toes are blue tonight. Here we go. 1st and 10. Twins receivers to the left. Twins to the right.
Now,
Hudson out of the shotgun.
Now after 10 years, we can start calling it the good old days, right?
Oh, yeah. Incomplete pass. Well, that was actually before we started the broadcast. That was actually in 09.
Yeah, you're right.
With Gary Crane, one of our teachers.
Yeah.
We had done a few games during the year, and that was the semifinals at St. Charles, a rematch of a game that Gary and I had done earlier in the year. And
back when we were all talking into the Coke can.
Oh, my goodness.
We were all lined up, trying to huddle together, trying to talk into one little bitty mic before we had Robbie Usler and Bob Usler Productions taking care of business for us. Yeah, it was very, very generic. But
2 years later, when they called us, hey, we're going to do it, and Coach said, we're going to do it right. And the first thing we said, can we get your headphones with a mic?
That was good stuff. I'll tell you a funny story at halftime, Kevin, about the next generation.
3 receivers to the left, 1 near side. Hudson takes the pass, and the receiver down here took off.
Looked like he moved a little too early.
If this had been a track meet, they'd have pop. That'd have been a false start. He was 5 yards down the field before he snapped the ball.
Man, I only wish Berman Stadium looked like this back when we played. I can remember when we played, it was like a sand pit, and the numbers were like painted so many times. You probably heard me tell the story before, but the numbers were like in sand, painted so many times. It was almost like they turned to concrete. And when you got hit or you fell on those numbers, man, it leaves scars forever.
Were you playing when they found the dead body in the press box?
Yep. I think I was a sophomore.
When he showed up?
Yep.
Welcome to New Orleans.
Yeah. There you go.
2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right.
Second down and 15.
Second and 15. It's 42.9 to go in the half. Hudson in trouble. Breaks a couple tackles. Comes near side. Fires it. It's going to be complete. And it's going to be out of bounds at the Patriot 43-yard line. But they said no, he didn't get out. He rolled out of bounds. Clock keeps running. Yep. That's their first completion of the day.
Yeah, nice job by him breaking some tackles. Kahir Harris, outside linebacker, was on his tail, along with Elias Noel, Connor Ogeron, and he was able to escape, throw a nice little pass there.
Yep, timeout charge to the Buccaneers. 29.3 to go in the half. It's the Patriots 15, the Charging Buccaneers 0.
Gerald Martin, number 11 on that last reception.
We appreciate all you guys that listen on the live broadcast. Send us a text if you want to interact with Danny and I, ask us a question, or send us a comment. Send it to 504-259-7690. Again, 504-259-7690. Give us your name, your location. We don't have call ID, but we want to give you a shout-out. Tell you what, in the volleyball, we've had some listeners from some of our opponents texting in from Michigan, Florida, and Washington, D.C.
Cool. The World Wide Web, man.
Yeah.
Bringing it to you live.
We got Tennessee out here on the board. No Winfield. That's the Brack. He's probably Barry Brack. He's probably the hunting camp up in Winfield.
Yeah. We still didn't get
go
that
hog
invite.
Up there. What's up with
man,
that?
We still never got that invite.
Come on, Big B. Need some bacon.
Oh, goodness.
It looks like it's 3rd and 1. Ball's at the Patriot 43. Now, Landry-Walker has no timeouts left, so we need to tackle him in bounds.
I was about to say, but if we stuff him here, Kevin, almost at midfield, we could call a timeout.
Yeah.
Get the offense back out there and see if we could do something.
3 to left, 1 near side. Hudson is in trouble, and he fumbled.
Ball's out! Ball's out!
Oh, they recovered at the 49-yard line. Oh, we had him. Great pressure there. Big E, that's number 56, has also put some heat on it. That's Washington. And who else was in there? 48. Tell you what, Harris has been in the backfield all night.
Yeah, he's done a great job.
And there's an injured Buccaneers. Is that the quarterback, Hudson? It is.
Can't read the numbers
It
again.
is.
Yeah, that's the quarterback.
Oh, goodness. Hate to see that no matter what it is.
So injury timeout, 19.8 to go in the half. Injury timeout on the field was the Patriots 15, the Charger Buccaneers 0.
So the story I was going to
Go
tell
ahead.
you. So my son, all of our kids, except obviously Dempsey, 8-month-old girl, the other 3 go to Curtis now. They always have since
Birth.
I think Finley was there. Goodness, they may have created the pre-twos for us. Thank goodness. We love the Curtis family, and when we were in a bind, Finley started there. I think when she was like 15 or 16 months. But anyway, Madden now is in 3rd grade, and it's his first year to be able to play tackle football. So he came up to me about 2 weeks ago. And I'm sitting in my chair in the den, and he comes up to me. He goes, "Dad, I want to work on," and I'm not going to say the play, but he says, "I want to work on beep, 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 the play, And I said, "What did you say?" And he goes, "I want to work on beep, beep, beep." And I said, "Son, I've been waiting for this for 8 years. Let's go!" Dude, I was so jacked up. Got out of my chair, started lining up on the rug in the den, like going through our footwork and our steps, and I was like, dude, If you could just take a caption of my face and working with him and just the joy that I felt that he's at the same school, understanding the same things and going through it. So you and I talk about the legacy of like the generations and some of the families that have had, some of them are working on grandkids now and that sort of thing. But it was just a proud dad moment for me, for him to come up to me and say, "Hey, Dad, let's work on this play." And for me to have that understanding of, oh, man, let's get it. That was fun.
Hey, I want to give a shout out to some fellow Patriots, Jason and Eric Chatelaine, and their whole crew. They're in Harahan watching us at Uncle Matt's. So we appreciate your support. There's quite a few watch parties around town.
That's fantastic. Yeah, go check them out. Uncle Matt's on Hickory.
Here we go, 4th down and long. Let's see if they do go for it a punt. They're going to drop back to pass. Quarterback's in trouble, and he got hit, and it's going to be incomplete. And they'll turn it over on downs with 12.2 to go.
Awesome. Great heat tonight.
Yeah, I don't know many people over there at Uncle Matt's, but it's a new establishment there in Harahan. Go check them out on Hickory and support the fellow Patriots.
Result of the play, it'll be a turnover on downs. First down and 10 Patriots.
Hey, give a shout out to Andrew Waters. He's checking in. Tell you what, I'm getting more and more pictures of the field at school. It almost looks like Woodstock out there.
Man, it's fantastic. Just got a text from Brad Guthrie. He said my 8-month-old baby girl, Ellis, watching the first game from Plano, Texas. Brad Guthrie, we appreciate you, my brother. Thanks for listening.
There you go. 12.2 to go from the 48-yard line. 2 tight ends split far to right. Taylor back to pass, fires it.
Nice throw. Nice throw. Get out of bounds.
Get out of bounds. Should have got out of
Davis.
bounds. They're going to stop the clock because it is a first down.
Yeah, but with a nice throw like that, Kevin,
Yep.
a deep, nice throw like that, you got to get out of bounds because if you get out of bounds, you might save another second on the clock. I don't know if it makes a difference there with only 3 seconds left. But if you could secure 5 or 6 seconds, you might have a shot for 2 plays with a timeout remaining. But a nice throw right there by Buddy. Deep out route.
Yep.
Threw it to him. Nice secure catch by Davis. And we're working with a first down here. Let's see what we can do.
I'd like to see if he can get it to the end zone from here.
You know what I'd like to see? A screen pass. I've always loved screen passes. If you could throw successfully and set it up and get those big bodies out front, give it to an athletic running back, man, you could do some serious damage. Coach Rob and I won a spring game like that one year. Yeah, on a screen pass. We threw it out to David Seamson, and I think Andrew. David Seaman and Andrew Neerman, I think, was out front blocking, and we tore him up, and I think we won the spring game on a screen pass.
I think the last time we ran that screen was last year in Shreveport against the team from Georgia, and Corey Wren scored from 53 yards out.
Yep. This guy here.
We hadn't done it since.
53 yards.
It only worked.
This guy remembers 53 yards. Goodness gracious. Encyclopedia.
It happens.
The Swami.
Slept at the Holiday Inn Express last night.
That's right.
All right, Twins receivers near side. 1st and 10 from the plus 39-yard line. We're in a shotgun. Taylor takes the pass from center. Going to roll near side. And he slings it. And it's going to be intercepted around the 9-yard line.
Did he drop it? Yeah, he did.
No, he incomplete. He did drop it late. Okay.
That's it. Because I hate when quarterbacks throw interceptions on Hail Marys. It just, I hate that. But
that's right.
Good job.
So at the 1 half of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 15, the Landry-Walker Charging Buccaneers 0.
Kevin, I want to say thank you to our premier halftime sponsor, and that's our good buddy, Bobby Seafood. Yeah, I'm trying to find it here on the on my sheet. But you know, the only good thing about me moving, one of the good things about moving,
what's that?
Just a couple blocks away, I get even closer to Bobby Seafood.
Now
I'm almost right across the street from it. So
you got
good
it in
stuff
there
right there.
There it is.
Yeah, there it is. There you go. Bobby Seafood, family-owned business located at 9013 Jefferson Highway in River Ridge, was established in September 1978. They're celebrating 42 years of business. Bobby Seafood offers daily lunch specials and fresh prepared food, hot delicious po' boys, and hot boiled seafood. During crawfish season, Bobby Seafood provides on-site catering for commercial and personal boils. Call Captain Ryan Esteves and staff at 738-2104 to place your lunch orders or to book your crawfish boils. Bobby Seafood, 738-2104, proud sponsors of Fighting Patriot Football. We appreciate you guys.
Absolutely. Score and recap of the first half. The Patriots got on the board with 3:18 to go in the first quarter on a 6-yard touchdown run by Ronald Poole Jr. Taylor converted on the 2-point run up the middle, capping off a 2-play drive, 15 yards in distance, taking 42 seconds off the clock, and the Patriots led 8-0. And then at the 9:19 mark of the second quarter, Charles Quinn had an 8-yard touchdown run. Big E added a PAT, making it 15-0. And that drive capped off a 7-play, 58-yard drive, taking 3:07 off the clock. Your thoughts on the first half performance?
Well, like I said before, I think with this really being the first, I mean, you know, you have a scrimmage, but you obviously, during a scrimmage, it's not as long as a regular game. And you want to get everybody onto the field to see what they can do. So it's not as telling as having your first team guys out there the whole game. But I think it's been pretty darn crisp for a first half of football that we have. Obviously, this year is a total whirlwind of just, you know, emotions, physicality, not having the time, not having the effort, not having the pads on. I mean, it makes a big difference. Finally, when you get pads on, it's a total different ball game. So I think, For what has been going on over the last few months, for them to come out here and play like this, I am very surprised and pleased with their effort thus far. And obviously, you have 2 quarters left. You have to keep it up. I'd like to see us up by a little bit more than 15, but first game, I'm pleasantly surprised.
Give a shout out to some more fans listening to us at the school. They didn't identify themselves, but basically they're enjoying the broadcast and they're getting ready for the halftime show. To get the band and the dance line are going to perform at school.
Fantastic.
Yeah, a ton of fans out there. I got the rest of the cheerleading squad. They only brought the seniors here tonight, but the rest of the cheerleading squad and the dance line are over there performing for the crowd. The Colonial Regiment is entertaining the troops, of course. Got to give a shout out to the Patriot Nation Men's Club for cooking the tasty vittles. And then I want to give a shout out to Craig Gardner, class of '83. After 40 years of basically being around the program as a police officer and escorting, he retired. And he's actually here at the stadium as a fan, not as a police escort. But we appreciate all that he's done for the Patriots through the years.
Yeah, good guy.
Actually, he started, I think in '86, my sophomore year, or '87, my junior year, doing the escorts.
That guy doesn't know what to do with himself now.
We lost.
Goodness gracious. Gonna have to invite him over to Bobby's Seafood or something, a little pregame action.
Speaking of lost,
maybe he'll just ride home with us. I don't know.
There you go. Put him in the back of the truck.
There you go.
Speaking of lost, we may not call one of our games this year. Let me tell you what's going on. Due to this COVID and limited restrictions, the ADs in the Catholic League came to an agreement where if you're the home team and you broadcast, then you have exclusive rights. So we're pretty much the only school that does it online that does not pay. Brother Martin, however, they do it as well. I should say that. We're not the only one. Brother Martin does it.
Yeah.
So they're the home team, and the game's going to be in Hammond at Southeastern.
Yeah.
So due to the agreement, there's a chance because they do it, they may broadcast the game only. We may not do. But I'm going to keep working with Coach Johnny Curtis, see if there's still a way to get in there.
See what we can do.
Holy Cross is going to do their broadcast through Huddle, but we're the home team, so it doesn't really matter. Now, here's the thing. Rummel, they don't broadcast at all, but I think they're getting some pressure from their folks to start doing it.
Right,
but I think Ken Trahan may try to do it on his website. Right. But since he's an outside source, we still may have an opportunity to call that game as well. So just bear with us. We're planning on calling all the games, but there may be a game where, due to some agreement between the ADs, that we may not, but we'll cross that bridge when we get to it. However, we are playing St. Augustine next week, the St. All Purple Knights. Originally supposed to be on Thursday night, and then they moved it to Friday. Well, guess what? Now I got moved to Saturday morning at 10 a.m. at East Jefferson playground. East Jefferson High School.
Yeah.
Joe Yenny. And then we're supposed to play Carr the following week at Bernalino. But again, the team and the weekend is etched in stone. The location and times may be moving. So we may be a week by week getting it out.
It's almost like if you're like a lower school parent. That's what we're dealing with right now, because a lot of times those lower school games don't get scheduled till like the day or two before, or sometimes even the day of. Lower school parent will get a text or a call saying, yeah, we're going to play in Bogalusa at 5 p.m. today. We finally got a game. And so there's a lot of unknowns this year, but I don't know, man. It's just kind of wacky and crazy. Blame it on China, the China virus. It's not fantastic.
Well, I'm just glad we're finally doing this.
Me too.
This has been the longest camp in the history of Curtis football. And the way the season starts this weekend, obviously, the state championships, all 9 classifications will be played in the Superdome this year. Well, unlike last year where the private schools played at the home field.
Yeah.
The dates for the state championship: Saturday, December 26th, Sunday, December 27th, and Monday, December 28th.
Bring your mistletoe.
There's a chance that the Patriots make it all the way that far, that the Patriots, and it'll be probably the only time this happens because hopefully we won't have COVID next year and then football won't get delayed. Should the Patriots make it to the state championship game, it'll be the first time in history that we would have had a Thanksgiving practice and a Christmas Day practice. Football.
Talk about ringing in the holidays.
Is that crazy or what?
Might be kind of cool.
I thought let's make it happen.
Yeah, why not? Got to make it happen on the field first, right?
We'll go to the Superdome. We'll wear a Santa outfit. You think we can get Robbie to wear an elf outfit?
Oh, yeah. I think he's got one. I think Kelsey said, yeah. Kelsey said he's got one. Very tight.
So we got to get him a picture of that.
Goodness gracious.
So that's what we do, folks. We clown around at halftime. So
Why not? Why not?
enjoy yourself. But no, we're happy that everybody's having the watch party over at Uncle Matt's, of course, at school. We keep sending the pictures in. It's fun. We're enjoying the pictures. It's a little bizarre here. I'm looking across the field, which usually a packed sideline, and usually that's where we call the games from that side. The Landry-Walker band fills up a good quarter of that section. It's empty. They got 150 tickets. Danny, I'm counting here. I don't think there's 150 people sitting over there.
No, not at all. I think that it looks like there's more like 75, 80, 90, something like that.
But I'll tell you what, we had 100 tickets, and it's all spread out. But I will say this. It looks like all 100 tickets were used on our side.
Looks like we have at least 100 for sure.
Yeah.
Good job of them buying them, showing up, doing what they could do. It's just been a crazy deal with the mayor, and finally it seems like they're loosening up a little bit, and maybe –
at least the kids are playing. Unfortunately, the atmosphere, and they can't control this.
No.
But the fans can still get a little rowdy. But, I mean, it's hard when there's no cheerleaders. They have no cheerleaders at all. We brought a few seniors.
No,
but nobody's really doing
different.
anything. It's hard. Nobody's really, you used to ban.
Why don't you stand up and real loud give me a let's go, Big Blue? Like real loud.
You want me to?
Yeah, I dare you.
Double dog daring?
No, not quite. All right, never mind. I just got
a
little nervous and embarrassed.
I'm
don't
not
do
scared.
it. No, don't do it. Don't do it. All right.
What's in the middle of halftime? If I do it, people might look at me like crazy.
Oh, yeah, they will. That's what I'm saying. I'm with you. So you're a representation on me. I'm a representation on you.
I'll say, Danny told me to do it.
Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm good.
Hey, let's give a shout out to Jeremy Crenshaw. He's fishing in Cocodrie. He says, go Patriots. That's some good fishing down there.
No doubt about it. Good stuff.
All right, so we know we're playing St. Aug next week, 10 a.m. So that means a 9:45 pregame. You think we could talk some of them Patriot Nation Men's Club guys cooking us some breakfast out there? Get out there a little early?
Why not? I don't know. It's not. Is there tailgating still, or is that no, you can't do that anymore either? I don't know.
Well, we can have what
We'll
they
figure it
call
Do
a peaceful protest at our back of my truck.
There you go. Just a one pan meal.
Ooh, how about this? You think we could talk our boy Yaya's and making us a pan of some tasty victuals?
No problem. Go check them out. 2317 Hickory Avenue in Harahan.
Yaya's.
Yeah, that's my spot, man.
Hey, I was there 2 weeks ago, as a matter of fact, and they had.
I ran into you.
The omelet was
had my kids there with me.
Good with the little Italian sausages and green onions in there.
Oh yeah, I know you like that.
And then he drizzled some like an etouffee sauce on top of that. No, it was a chili sauce. I'm sorry, it was a chili sauce.
Oh, come on, get it right.
What? Extremely tasty. We hope you guys are enjoying the broadcast. This is the first time we're going into the season cold turkey. We didn't do a pregame, jamboree, what you call it, and first game. So we're trying to knock the dust off. And unfortunately, I apologize for not really having a true roster on their side. We can't identify them, but unfortunately, the host didn't provide us with a roster. Too, it's always the first year, the first game, whether it be the jamboree or an actual game. So many guys change numbers. Like Ronald Poole would have been wearing 22 for the last 2 years. Now he's wearing 6.
Right.
And it's quite a few other guys. I'm looking, I'm like, no, it's not him. I'm constantly looking at the program. So after maybe a game or two, I might have the numbers memorized.
We'll figure it out quick.
Yeah.
You always do. I'm going to leave that up to you.
Thanks.
You're the smart one.
About 4.5 minutes to go in halftime. So if you want to interact with Danny and I, send us a text at 504-259-7690. 504-259-7690. Just give us your name and location because we don't have caller ID. We want to give you a shout out. Got a fan here says, Yaya's, the best biscuits and gravy, the best.
Yeah, you're right.
So,
nothing wrong with that. I tell you what, I'll say this too. If you guys want to get involved on this broadcast, Johnny's obviously done a great job this year raising money and having a little bit different of a role for some broadcasting help and obviously getting people's names out there. But please call the office, at school, 737-4621. And if you were a sponsor last year and you want to continue your sponsorship, just because this year was a little bit different and crazy, we had not reached out to everybody that was an original sponsor immediately. So if it's something you want to do again or something you want to try for the first time, give us a call, 737-4621. They'll take a message for us and we'll call you back and see if you want to get involved. But we wouldn't be able to do this without you because each and every year, Robbie with Bob User Productions just steps up our game with some new equipment. It also allows us to travel to away games. Obviously, we're not doing that this year with Battle on the Border and things like that. But, it keeps us up to date with the technology and the things that we need to bring you the broadcast live. So we want to say thank you once again for joining us on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. This is Kevin and I's 10th year. It's funny to even say that we've been doing this for 10 years. When you're having fun, it flies by, and that's truly correct because, Kevin and I have had a special relationship over the past 10 years, and Robbie obviously has something going on tonight with Bob Buser Productions, but he's a huge part of it, so we want to say thank you guys for keeping us involved in this program and this school. We wouldn't have it any other way.
Yeah, Robbie might actually make it here within the hour, but I want to give a shout out to his stunt double, Nick.
Oh, yeah.
He's a senior student here, does a great job. He's been filming for the last 4 years, and when Robbie has to go do his real job, Nick fills in, and he's doing a great job.
And if you're a fan of Nick's, go check him out at Taste of Tokyo. I just went over there 2 days ago. I'm like, wait, what the heck are you doing here? He's like, man, I've been here since February.
Moonlighting, man.
I said, well, you got to get that hibachi cranking up again, man.
There you go.
I haven't been over here like normal.
Hey, we got a fan asking, what's the story for next week? All right, here's the story. Go to sleep early, get up early. It's 10 o'clock in the morning. We'll have 9:45 pregame, 10 o'clock kickoff against the St. Augustine Purple Knights. As far as fans, I believe it's going to be 25%. And don't hold me to this, but I want to say the Patriots should have around 1,000 tickets. However, I don't know the pecking order. So if you have any questions, feel free to call Coach Johnny Curtis at 504-737-4621. We weren't provided with that information. I probably should have asked that if I would have been smart to think about ahead of time. What are the restrictions and the qualifications to get tickets? I really don't know. So really contact the school. I know like tonight the senior football players and the junior football players and the senior cheerleading parents had first crack. With 1,000 tickets, I'm sure it'll be expanded to, teachers and faculty and so on and so forth. But I don't know the pecking order. So Coach Johnny Curtis can explain that better to you. And, of course, I'll ask the school to start getting that out on social media throughout the week once they know for sure as well. Again, just work with us, and we appreciate your patience. Again, we know the teams and the week we're going to play. And I think for the most part we know the days. But the time and location could change, and that might be maybe a week by week, maybe for the first, maybe up to the first half of the season. I think once this Corona thing goes for a few weeks and we get an idea, if there's no spikes, then who knows? Maybe our government officials may start allowing more people to attend and
Kevin,
get somewhere back to normalcy. Yeah, what you got, man?
I talked to Johnny.
Okay.
Each team gets 1,000 tickets.
Okay.
We're gonna sell 800.
Okay.
And that's for everybody.
All right, you kind of broke off 1 second. So you said each team gets 1,000, but we're only going to sell 800?
800 because I think the players and the band and all of that.
Get 200. Okay, so the 200 is going to be for the fans, the family of the team.
That'd be great.
And then we'll sell 800.
Yeah, we're going to start off with the football players, and then they're going to move.
And correct me if I'm wrong. I don't know if you can ask Johnny. I believe tickets are going to go on sale for $15. Is that right?
I'll find out. Let me find him again.
Because typically it's around $7, $8, but due to the COVID. And that's the only thing, too, with the extra sponsorships that we read off, and I'll read them again a couple more times due to the obligation. It's really to help the school offset the losses because of this COVID. I mean, small schools like Curtis, we need that income.
Well, just imagine, if you're a host school and you're playing against a big Catholic school and you have 5,000 people at the game and you miss the gate. It's a big deal.
Yeah.
Kevin,
big deal.
It's going to be 10 for adults, 5 for students.
Okay, there you go. $10 for an adult,
cool.
$5 if you're a student. So I said 15. Well, I was combining, but okay, that's good. $10 for adults, 5 for student.
Got to bump that up, man.
$800 tickets will be sold, and the other 200 will go for the be sold to the parents of the team and cheerleaders. Hey, I want to give a shout out to Jim Justice. He's in Marrero and he's enjoying the show. We appreciate you, man. Thanks for listening. Give us a shout out again. If you want to interact with Danny and I, ask us a question or make a comment. 504-259-7690. Again, 504-259-7690. And then I hope you guys at the school that are having the watch party, I hope y'all enjoying the Colonial Regiment and the dance line and the cheerleaders. I hope that's fun. I'm sure I'll get some reports during the weekend.
I guarantee it's fun.
But keep sending us the pictures, man. Nick's been getting them. I've gotten a few. I know you got a few on your phone.
Real cool.
I know Robbie knows how to do it. If he was here, maybe we can, if he shows up in time, maybe we might be getting him to flash a picture. If not, maybe next week we'll get him to post a picture on the line so the rest of the listening world can see what was going on tonight.
Ashley Dussaul's class of 2004 checks in, said, go get him, Bryce Godfrey, number 61. Love you guys. Appreciate it. So, yeah, continue your support, guys. Keep letting us know. We got about 1:30 here left at halftime. It's been a little different without the bands and all the action from the Colonial Regiment and the cheerleaders and the dance team and everything like that. But still fun to be back with you, and that's the biggest thing is thank God we just have an opportunity to be out here again as Patriots and, you know, and have our loved ones near and listening to us live. And it's just a great opportunity for us. And here we go again. Heard a little yell there from the Patriots.
I want to thank our halftime sponsor, Bobby Seafood, for all that they do, and they will continue to be our halftime sponsor throughout the year. Let's toss it down to Coach JT.
They have slowed everything down to a snail's pace. We have got to pick our tempo up and play at our pace. You understand that? Let's go get them.
And here come the Patriots. You know, I was about to say this. We were talking about, you know, in the first half and halftime, how the atmosphere.
Right.
And he's saying how they're doing a snail's pace and they kind of control the tempo.
Yeah.
And that may be true, but I think also, as you know, the young kid, when the band's playing, the blood's pumping, you get in a rhythm with the cheer. And if you don't have that, it's kind of hard to kind of get in that rhythm. It's almost like a Saturday morning scrimmage.
You're right. And like Gordon was saying, our sideline's pretty quiet. So you're right. I mean, it might not be as energized normally as it is with the cheerleaders and the bands and things like that. But I think offensively for Landry-Walker as well, they're kind of getting beat down. So the communication might start to lack a little bit. They're a little lackadaisical going up to the line of scrimmage. You know, you're taking every bit of seconds on that 25-second clock to try to get something going or to communicate with your teammates to try to find the best play. So what Coach JT is saying is when we control the tempo, we control it. So, you know, when it's our opportunity, let's get out there, get up, get down, control the tempo defensively. Let's go make something happen, get back in the huddle, and let's get it done.
You know what I like? I didn't get a chance to mention this in the first half. Have you noticed on the special teams who all was on it? Not necessarily names per se.
Some starters?
Starters.
Yeah.
Unlike in recent years where we're – and no knock on young guys because I was a young guy, but you're a starter if you want.
Trying to throw some guys in there, yeah.
And that may have been probably part of the issues we've had. Patriots about to kick it off. Big E kicking right to left. And he boots it deep. Fielded around the 15-yard line. Going to be a middle return. And going to be tackled around the 31-yard line. Let's see if I can identify that jersey. I want to say it looks like maybe a 24, huh?
Yeah, not sure.
Kyron Lloyd.
54, Kylan White.
Made a tackle?
He made the tackle, yeah.
Yeah, the coaches are high on him.
He's a
linebacker. He's supposed to make some plays. And, you know, of course, Connor Ogeron went from tight end to linebacker number 15.
Mm-hmm. Kylan's senior, 6 foot, 215 pounds.
First and 10, charging Buccaneers from their own 31-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 2 to the right. They hand it off to Baker. No gain. Second down 10. I tell you, you and I appreciate because we've seen him play, but Big E, when he was out those 4 games to begin last year, and there's no knock to his replacement. I mean, the boy is, he's 6'2", 305. Maybe his best get away from 310.
Probably 315.
But he moves really well for a big boy, but he takes up so much space. And while he was out last year, teams were just gashing us up the middle.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, number 94, Andrew Lopez, doing a great job for us tonight as well, playing in that backfield.
Second and 10, same formation, double twins. And they'll go out of the shotgun again. Hudson takes the pass from center, and he's going to throw it deep down the far sideline, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah, don't be surprised as this game goes on, Kevin, and, you know, 15-0 is not even close to out of reach. But as this game goes on, don't be surprised if they communicated at halftime that they might see some opportunities down the field, or they might challenge us a little bit more to try to push that ball. That quarterback's going to try to get it out of his hands early. But, you know, they have some athletes out there. They can run. They can get underneath the ball. So why not take a chance, throw it up, and see if your receiver can do it. But obviously, as a quarterback, you can't just overthrow him.
Yep. Did you know last year when we beat the Buccaneers here, 72-12, that the 72 points scored was the most ever in the history of Patriot football.
Wow. That's hard to believe, too, because, you know, growing up playing, I can't say we played some bad teams, but I tell you what, we played some bad teams, and it's hard to think that we never scored more than
Hudson's going to be sacked.
But JT and the staff always did a good job of just kind of holding off and putting the second, third string kids in and doing what we can.
That's number 96, Trey Norman, with the sack.
Looks like Caleb Span's going to drop back again deep for the punt.
4th down.
Big E jogs off the field.
Well, if you remember in that play, we were trying to run the clock out, and it was Michael O'Brien, a freshman, Michael O'Brien Jr., quarterback, and he just ran around the left end. He broke, and actually he broke 8 tackles on a 33-yard run to get the touchdown.
And you can't blame him.
No.
You know, you're in there, finally getting an opportunity. You want to run for touchdowns too.
Span's going to stand back around the 40.
Nice punt.
High kick.
Nice punt.
Drives him back to the 30. Has a lot of room near side. And don't block him. He's trying to get around the corner, and he does. He's at the 30, 35, and that's where he's going to be thrown down. Had an opportunity to get a bigger return. Didn't get the block we needed, but still a decent return to the 35-yard line. So 9:37 to go in the third. This will be 1st and 10 Patriots.
I tell you what, number 7, Jackson Wallace.
He's a good-looking athlete.
He was abusing this kid down at the bottom of the field. He's 6 foot, 190 pounds. But that gunner tried to get down the field. Jackson put him on his butt and just continued to block him. Did a great job right there.
Yeah, he's a transfer from Holy Cross.
Yeah.
He did well for the Tigers last
player.
year. Yeah, I'm glad he's on our side this year.
No, sir. Yes, sir.
All right, the ball's at the 35-yard line, 1st and 10. Make it to the 34. They moved it back 1 yard.
That was a 13-yard return on the play by number 5, Caleb Span.
He ran about 70 yards to get 13.
1st down and 10 at their own 34.
I don't know what the challenge did. The Buccaneer coach is on the field.
Oh, I think he's trying to say he did a fair catch. He's waving up above his head like we made a fair catch call, but
Yeah, I didn't see that.
I didn't see it either. I think, Caleb's changing direction and maybe waving his hands around as he's changing direction. It was a good boot by the punter, but in no way, shape, or form did I see him throw his hand up like it was a fair catch. Fair catch, don't correct me if I'm wrong, but I think it has to be above your head. It can't just be at eye level. You have to.
Well, I think with the new rule, and since they're around eye level to above.
Okay.
Yeah. I didn't see anything.
Yeah, it's got to be pretty obvious.
All right, now the official blows it for play. We'll have twins receivers to the right, Dudenhofer and Davis to the right. Ball near hash mark. Ward and Poole with the halfbacks.
All right. 1st down.
We'll go to the right, and Taylor keeps it for no gain.
Stuffed up in the hole. Buccaneers defense.
2nd and 10.
Coming out strong on that line of scrimmage to start this
Not
half.
job right there. Not a bad job by the defense right there. Landry-Walker
Gain on the
trying to
play.
get something started. If they can't get it started offensively, they got to get something started defensively. Our junior quarterback, Buddy Taylor, has got to get something working here in the second half as well. Not a bad job by him on his debut so far in the first half. Scored 15 points, and I know we have a little bit more in us here in the second half.
Yep, 2nd and 10, ball in the middle of the field. We'll come near side. Poole gets the handoff, and he'll get it to around the 37-yard line.
And one thing I love about our running backs is they never stop their feet moving. They're constantly moving forward. And then a Curtis offense, when it is run towards the line of scrimmage and it's run downhill, you should never have a negative play. But our running backs do a great job of turning their shoulders, getting downhill, and getting some positive yardage on each game.
Here's another big 3rd down.
Third about 7, 8:30 and counting. We're in the third period. The Patriots lead the Charger Buccaneers 15-0.
3rd down and 6.
Taylor back to pass, in trouble. He's going to roll to his right.
Back to pass. Tried to cut it.
He's going to keep it, and he's going to be way short of the 1st down. It gets to the 40-yard line. It'll be 4th down.
Yeah, I'm not sure what's going on, Kevin, but a few times Buddy's dropped back tonight. A guy is right in his face as he takes his 3rd step in his drop, and he has to evade the rush, get out of there. And obviously, as a high school quarterback, it's hard to, pick a side and have to keep your head up, look downfield, try to read, and maybe that was even meant to drop back and look left. And he had to escape to the right side, makes it tough.
Chase Lee will go back to punt. He's going to stand around the Patriot 25-yard line. Rhea to return the punt. And that's going to be a little short. A little bit of a roll on the far sideline and out of bounds around the 34-yard line. So 7:30 to go in the third. First and 10 Buccaneers at their own 34. The Patriots lead at 15-0.
Not too bad on that little rugby punt, Kevin. You can't ask too much. It's really set up just for a non-return. I mean, you try to get it out there as far as you can, but obviously when you don't have a normal punter that could just boot it high up in the air like McCready did for us last year, you take what you can get. But hopefully the Gunners get down there and it's not much of a return, and right there we did what we could do.
Well, that's a weapon because you remember when McCready was a sophomore back in 16, I'd say freshman year as a 16 at Jefferson Stadium, he flipped the field quite a bit of time in the middle of the game, and basically he was our silent MVP, if you will, if we had to play the game, because the game was tight until like the middle of the third, fourth quarter.
Right.
But during that time when we weren't doing anything offensively, he was flipping the field, kicking it from the 25 to the 10 on the other side.
No doubt about it. Third phase of the game.
Yep. Double twins. They'll stay in the shotgun. Hudson takes the pass from center. They're going to fire a pass over the middle. And they're going to say it's complete. But I think it's a yard shot of first down.
Yeah, it looks like it as well. Close, but probably about a yard.
Yep, at the 42.
Gain of 9 yards on the play for number 10.
And it looks like the Chargers are trying to get the ball out of the quarterback's hands quickly as they should, because our defensive line, our defensive front has gotten after him pretty good tonight. We're rotating some new guys in to the ball game, keeping some fresh legs. Look like their coach is on the field again. Not sure what he's arguing or if he's just trying to get the court. Yeah, he's just trying to relay the call to his quarterback, Keenan Lewis, Kevin.
Yeah, the former Saint player.
Former Saint cornerback is their head coach. And so far, he's done a pretty good job with the program, obviously trying to build from the ground up and get some wins under his belt.
Second down 1. 6:47 and counting. Hudson looks near side, going to fire a pass, and it's going to be intercepted.
There it is.
Got a lot of room. He's to the 45-30. Needs a couple blocks, and he might get it. He will get it. Pick 6 by Wallace.
Fantastic. Remember what I was saying about the quarterback throwing a little bit high all night? Right there, did it again. Receiver should have caught that, though, Kevin. I'll be honest with you. Sometimes you get some of those Louisiana alligator arms coming up there when that ball's a little bit high. He kind of iffed that a little bit, and Jackson Wallace was right there to pick it. I'll tell you what I did not like on that play was Landry-Walker's quarterback. After he threw the pick, he looked like he kind of could have done a little bit on the tackle and looked like he just kind of waved it off and got away from trying to make contact. And for a big boy like that, 6'2", 220 pounds, after I used to throw picks, I used to try to punish people.
Oh, we were trying to do the muddle huddle. They didn't even on the field, and they blew the whistle.
Why would they blow the whistle?
Oh, we had it.
Goodness gracious. They have
how do you blow
no
the whistle?
idea what's going on. They don't have to be set.
Yeah, the PA guys did not set. They had 2 guys on the field. We called the muddle huddle, and they blew the whistle.
Ridiculous.
But they blew it for play.
Right. Yeah,
that's a different story if the ball wasn't set for play.
Well, not only that, if the offense shifts a new player in, you have to give them time for the defense to be set or to rotate people in. But it was after a pick 6. They had plenty of time to get in the ball game and do what they had to do.
All right, number 16 kick the extra point, and that's not McCready this year.
No.
That's Vincent Logidis.
Oh, yeah.
Snap, plays, kick is up.
And Vincent
is no good.
Oh, I
missed it.
I thought it went right through.
I thought it did too, but no good. So it's 6:31 to go in the third period.
Well, I'd like to see
21-0.
I'd like to see him out there get some more opportunities at it, Kevin. His dad, Nicky Logidis,
teammate of mine,
was a teammate of yours, player back in the day, and Vincent is a transfer from Jesuit, and I'd like to see him get some more opportunities out there on defense and obviously kicking the ball. I thought he punched that sucker right through, but obviously
so did I.
Maybe pushed it a little bit to the right. But it's good to have him as well. Kevin, you know as well as I do on any team, it's not just about the starters. It's about the depth at every position. At any point in time, and obviously this season is shorter than most, but at any point in time, people can go down. You need that depth to be able to play a season and to be able to go deep into the playoffs and win championships.
Yep.
Vital.
That was a 53-yard pick 6 by Wallace. And Logidis missed the PAT. So with 6:31 to go in the third period, it's the Patriots 21, the Charging Buccaneers 0.
Man, it is. It certainly is different out here with no band. And sometimes, you know what's really weird is when the officials are just taking their time, figuring things out, and there's just dead silence from the crowd, the band. Most of the time, when you and I are here, we get those shoulders rolling a little bit, start feeling it, kind of feeling some of that bass and that bunker of a press box across the field. But tonight it's just dead silence. But thank goodness for us, we're up 21-0.
Big E kicks it deep. Going to be fielded around the 15-yard line, near side. Try to do a left return, and he's been tackled. That's a nice job. That's a defensive end.
That's number 45.
48. That's Harris.
Is that 48?
Yes.
Great job by him tracking him down,
yes.
Kevin. No, that's number 46.
46,
Kevin.
I'm sorry.
Great job by him getting after him. 46 is Justin Horn, 6'1", 200-pound sophomore. He's got some wheels on him, Kevin.
Yeah.
Chased down a returner from the boundary down here. And great job by him. Yeah,
great
no doubt about it. And like we said, we apologize for not knowing everybody's name and number yet. Some of the guys have changed numbers. Some of these kids we have not been able to go out to practice and watch like we normally would do. So understandingly so with everything going on. But as the season goes on, I don't know about myself, but I know Kevin will have it down by midnight tonight.
Oh, yeah. Hey, let's thank some of our gold sponsors: Pelican State Community Services, Bobby Seafood, Lawson Filters and Supply, Garden Memories, Randazzo's Restaurant and Catering, Proud Yogi's Bears, Walter and Bill Sanchez, and younger brother Chris Sanchez, Ilario Brothers Marine Supply, and Brenda Harris CPA. Our blue sponsors, Universal Com 1, and Friday Night Football, WGNO ABC. Of course, you can catch all the highlights of the local teams and the Patriots. Please catch Coach JT's and Eddie Daniels show tonight at 11 o'clock on NOLA 38 in the CW. Our white sponsors, Cypress Point Pain Management, Victor Manning Driving School, Arno Restaurant, Scariano Wholesale Food Distribution, WDSU Channel 6, and Moe's Pizza. And, of course, our red sponsors, RJ Blanchard Benefit Services, Matrana Produce, Elite Epoxy, Progen Financial, Diesel Works, Dapco Enterprise, Smart Tackle, Republic Finance, Integrity First Realty Incorporated, Bryan Subaru, and Burgess Rome Architects. Thank you all for your support of Fighting Patriot football.
No doubt about it. 1st and 10 for the Chargers here. 6:27 left in the third quarter. Patriots on top, 21-0.
You got 10. We'll get that score corrected on the screen. It should be 21-0 Patriots. 1st and 10 from the 25. Hudson takes the pass and sent a little high. And he's to be sacked.
Oh, yes, sir. Nice job. Nice
96
job.
got in there first. That's his second sack. That's Trey Norman, 6'3", 230-pound junior.
Yep, number 41, Javon Talbot. He was in there as well.
Yep.
He was joined by number
Javion
96,
Talbot.
Trey Norman.
Yeah, Norman got him first. We're going to play a couple guys, like 4 guys are going to rotate at the ends.
And we called Trey's name a few times last year as well. I remember him being a contributor last year. And so it's good to have, like we said, some depth around the team at certain positions. And nice to be able to see these guys out there for their first bit of action playing well.
They'll line up with, nope, there's a flag to play. Got to be delay game.
Yeah, got to be delayed game. Yep, it sure is.
So it's already second down and 12. We'll be second down and 17 now.
Delay a game on the Buccaneers. 5-yard penalty, replay second down.
Coach JT is entering his 52nd year coaching the Patriots. His record's 592, 66, and 6. He's 27-10 in state championship games. He's only had 14 undefeated seasons. That's hard to do. I mean, 52 years and only 14, but people make it sound like we're undefeated all the time.
Right.
Crazy. But I tell you what, how about this stat? Out of his 51 completed years, he's had 45 seasons of 10 or more wins.
Wow.
Crazy, huh?
Yep.
3 receivers to the left, 1 near side. Hudson takes the pass. Some center's going to look far side, throw it. And short gain, tackled quickly.
Tell you what, receiver's quick. Threw it down to his ankles, did a good job of going down and getting it. Getting upfield for a little bit. And like the PA guy says, he got back to the original line of scrimmage. He's going to bring up 3rd down and 10. And the Patriots defenders continue to get after the quarterback. And that's what you want. You don't want a guy to feel comfortable back there in the pocket. Be able to drop back 5, 7-step drops, throwing it deep down the field. We haven't seen that. We've only seen him take 1 shot tonight deep down the left side at the top of the field because he does not feel comfortable sitting back there pretty delivering the football.
This time they'll line up with a double twin set. Baker lines up to the left of Hudson out of the shotgun.
Third down and 11. Hudson back to pass.
Hudson's going to fire past far side. He caught. They'll have the first down. Breaking a few more tackles, and he's going to be tackled around the 49-yard line. He gained like another 13 yards after the initial contact.
Yeah, he stood in there strong on that one. That's all I needed was to talk about him, and he stood in there and delivered a strike. Nice job by him.
First and 10 Buccaneers from their own 48, 4:30 to go in the third.
Buccaneers first down.
Number 3, Craig Galung, comes off the field.
Yeah, he wore 20 last year.
Yep. Number 3 now. Look, it's just so funny how guys look different in different numbers.
I hand it off to the running back up the middle, crosses the 50, gets it to the Patriot 48-yard line, gain of 4.
Is Craig, is he playing corner
That's
now?
Baker. He's a strong safety.
Yeah, last year he was.
Program's got to list as a running back.
Yeah.
We know that's not true.
Brings up second down and 6.
3:50 left and counting here in the third quarter. And Coach JT called it early. He was talking about their tempo. They do take a long time to get the play from their coach on the sidelines, get in the huddle, get it communicated, and then snap the ball. So they've had a few delay of game penalties because really they just take a long time.
Yep.
Here we go
Legal
again.
substitution. Too many guys on the field. Wow.
Penalty flag on the field.
They had broke the huddle and then somebody ran on the field after the
Illegal
fact.
substitution on
That'll
the
back him up 5.
Buccaneers. 5-yard penalty.
Should be second 11 now with 3:34 to go in the third period.
Second down.
Patriots 21, Charger Buccaneers 0.
Maybe we'll have a little bit of background music, Kevin. What do you think? Maybe next broadcast if there's nothing going on. I hear our
Well, I'll tell you
cheerleaders
what.
a little bit down there now.
I'll be disappointed if the Marching 100 don't show up.
Yep. Yeah, you're right about that. It's worth buying them all tickets.
Mm-hmm. All right, they're going to line up three receivers near side, 2 to the top of the field. So an empty set for Hudson.
Second down and 11.
Hudson's going to stand back. He's a fire deep
it
down the
rip.
far sideline. One-on-one coverage, and it's going to be incomplete.
Almost.
Tell you what, he's got a strong arm.
Yeah, he can rip it now. No doubt about it. He could throw that sucker deep. But a good job right there. Who was that in coverage, Kevin? Was that Logides down there?
Stipe and Logides. But Stipe was the guy, the corner on him,
Receiver, number 8, Joshua Berthelot.
number 9. Third and 11 with 3:05 to go in the third.
Who's this walking back? I think that was Logides,
Third
Kev.
down and long.
That had him in coverage. Was he 16?
Yeah, Logides
Yeah.
is 16, 9.
Yeah, that was
Stipe.
number 16 that had him in coverage.
That's it? Okay.
Yeah, I think they came from inside out up
Oh,
the
gotcha.
sideline. Good job by him.
All right, double twins.
Third down and long.
Hudson
Hudson
steps up in the pocket. He's going to be in trouble, and he's going to go down.
All right.
Patriot 49-yard line. Gain of about 3.
Yeah, he stepped up, made his decision. He had to get up there and run it. Good job. It's going to bring up fourth and about, what do you think, Kev, 7?
It's called 8.
Call it 8.
They're going to probably go for it, I would assume, huh? I mean, they
Yeah.
don't have to, but they're down
Nah.
21 with 2:40 and counting.
Yeah, it's a tough part in the field for them anyway. I would imagine they might go for
I
it,
don't
like you
see
mentioned.
a punter coming on unless they do that, they had a shotgun, the punter just,
Yep.
the quarterback takes it and
just
kicks it.
Kind of lets it go.
We'll see. As of right now, they're going to line up as if they are going to go for it. Same formation, double twins. Low snap. He's in trouble. It's a fire pass complete, and he's going to get the first down by a yard.
Down.
He was standing right at the sticks.
Good heads-up play by the quarterback.
Yep.
Tell you what. At first, like you mentioned, I was wondering, is he going to try to pick up the ball and pooch it? But nice heads-up play by him, just picking the ball up and letting it rip over the middle, picking up a first down. Receiver did a good job bouncing off the first initial tackle as well.
Yep. Craig checking in, letting us know that the 1980 team's the first undefeated team to win a championship, and he's right. They'll hand it off to the running back going to the left, and he's going to get across the 35s around the 34-yard line. So they got a little.
I told you Craig had nothing to do.
That's number 19, but they don't have a 19.
Tackle made on the play by number 15, Connor Ogeron.
Ogeron on the tackle.
Yep, 137 and counting here in the third quarter. Want to say thank you once again for joining us on JohnCurtisPatriots.com. Hopefully the party is still rocking right there on the high school field off Jefferson Highway. And I want to say thanks to the men's club again, going out there and cooking some food for them.
2nd down 3 from the 34. Double twins. Hudson takes it past the center. Looks to his left. Fires it deep down the far sideline. And that's going to be out of bounds.
Wow.
Way out of bounds.
Yeah. That one he just picked up and chunked. I don't even know if he looked at where he was, but he looked like he threw it 5 yards out of bounds and 5 yards past the back of the end zone. But, you know, as a quarterback, though, sometimes, Kevin, if you're feeling that pressure, like I mentioned before in the beginning of the game, you just let it go. You don't want to take a sack. You don't want to take a bad play, negative play. So, you know, you line up and you got 3rd and short still after a long incompletion. Coaches are constantly coaching them up from the sidelines here, and it's funny, without all this, the racket you usually hear, you could kind of hear a lot of the coaching that they're telling them.
Hudson under pressure. Oh, they hit a swing pass
Oh, man.
to Rhea, and he dropped it, but Dandy, if he
Looked
catches
like they
that,
had something set up.
yeah, they did.
Had a blocker out front and just couldn't complete it. Sometimes
Incomplete play. Look, the clock's running still.
you just got to let that thing kind of float out there, let the running back run to it. Yeah, and you're right. It is running.
I should have stopped it about 30 seconds ago.
I mean, there's no way they came to that agreement that says, you know, we're going to continue to run the clock at 21-0, I wouldn't imagine.
No.
Sometimes when he gets 40 points or more, for those of you who don't know, we agree with the coach at halftime and say, hey, we're just going to run the clock from here on out the rest of the game.
4th and 3, they're going for it. Got a jailbreak.
Come get him.
And
Nice job, defense.
Great job by the defense. And that's Lo Jadis on the coverage.
Yes, sir.
So with 27.1 to go in the 3rd, the Buccaneers turn it over on downs.
There you go. Good pressure, good coverage. Great job by the defense coming up big here in the 3rd quarter. 27 seconds left. Patriots on top, 21-0. We just took over on downs.
That's a 34.
34-yard line. Let's see if we can get something working here by the offense. I wouldn't mind if we took another shot downfield.
Twins receivers near side. They're going to hand it off to the inside running back. I believe that's going to be, what is that, number 2? That's number 8. That's Quinn. And he might have the 1st down. Did he get it to sticks? Yep, he did. Gain of 10.
Now they're not running the clock. I don't know what's going on here. Oh, it was a 1st down.
Quickly to the line of scrimmage. Right halfback got it. Got to the 49-yard line. Poole.
We're running no
Gain of
huddle.
4.
Get up and get down. Here we go. 9 seconds left.
2nd and 6.
Gain of about 5 yards on the play. 2nd down and 5.
4 seconds. I don't know if we'll get it off in time. 2. We do at the snap, and it's going to be Poole. And nice run to the 35-yard line. And as the 3rd quarter ends, it'll be 1st and 10 Patriots at the plus 36.
Good job by those guys getting up and getting down. Sometimes as a quarterback, you know, especially when it's loud out there, it's tough to get those guys up and get set, run that hurry-up offense right there before the end of the quarter. We had to do it. Good job getting some consecutive 1st downs, feeling good going into the 4th.
So after 3 quarters of play, it's the John Curtis Christian Patriots 21. The Landry-Walker Charging Buccaneers 0.
I want to say thank you to our family's company, River Parish Disposal, for providing the greater New Orleans area with commercial garbage service for almost 40 years now. Give me a call, Danny Wimprine at the office, 738-7700 for all your commercial garbage needs. Like we've said for a long time, our business stinks, but it's picking up.
That's one of the best lines ever.
Yeah, you thought about that on the streets of New Orleans 40 years ago. Interesting, but it's done well for us, huh? Buddy D was the best.
I liked Hokie.
Hokie was good too, man. Yeah, you get guys like that with that just real Cajun accent, and they do it very, very well.
He was my 2nd all-time favorite Tiger behind
Is that
Charles
right?
Alexander. Yeah.
Charles Alexander's number 1?
Number 4. When I was a little kid, and he was the junior, senior. For the longest time, held the most career rushing yards for LSU until Dalton broke it, and then Falk broke it.
I like Tommy Hodson back in the day just because he was a QB and I was younger.
But after Charles had graduated, Hoke was next. I worked with one of his brothers, Chipper. My first job out of college at Farm Bureau.
Now I just cheer for the
Chipper
Memphis Tigers.
played at USL. I hear you.
Man, how about that? Who are they playing this week?
Who?
LSU.
Vandy.
Last week wasn't much fun
It
for
was
you.
brutal.
I bet.
That's all right. Happens.
That's true.
Hands off to LeBranch off the left side. Gain of 2 to the 33.
Gain of about 3 yards on the play.
No huddle by the Patriots. We'll go with 2 receivers near side. And
Wait. Okay, I was about to say.
that was a whistle.
Typically, it's going to be in a position where it's easier to get to and stuff.
I tell you what, you're right.
Oh, timeout by the charging Buccaneers.
You're right about our tight end, Justin Brooks, 6'2", 225 pounds. He even looks bigger than 225 pounds from up here.
Well, I'm
But,
telling you,
he's
listen,
a good-looking kid. I'm glad Connor was able to move because we had
in that opening
some
drive,
size.
you know, I hate to throw the line on the bus, but if we get a little extra protection, he was so wide open on
Right.
the backside. We were trying to get it to him, but
might have his first touchdown.
looks like there's a timeout, but then also an injury. But they actually called a timeout. So 11:41 to go in the ball game. It's 21-0 Patriots with the lead.
Nothing wrong with a 21-0 lead in the fourth quarter on your first game, Kevin, especially with all these outstanding circumstances that they've had going on. Got to hand it to these kids for being mature about their business, staying out of trouble, doing the right thing, working hard, and being here for this first game. Heck of a lot of fun to have them out here, seeing them play well. And, like I said at halftime, been pretty crisp for not having much action over the last couple months.
Yep. Again, I want to thank our gold sponsors, Pelican State Community Services, Bobby Seafood, Lawson Filters and Supply, Garden Memories, Randazzo's Restaurant and Catering, Proud Yogi's Bears, Walter, Bill, and Chris Sanchez, Alario Brothers Marine Supply, and Brenda Harris CPA. Our blue sponsors, Universal Com 1 and Friday Night Football, WGNO ABC. Thank you for your support of Fighting Patriot Football.
And think about it this way, too, Kevin, not only from just a maturity standpoint, but from a conditioning standpoint as well. Not being able to get the normal summer workouts that you're used to and then the regular camp, them coming out here in shape and ready to go.
Poole with the handoff on the left side. Maybe a yard.
Dragged out of the pool. Gain of maybe a yard on the play.
My Tigers play SMU tomorrow.
Hey,
Should
Donald
be a
Clay, fellow
good-
Patriot.
Yep, should be a good matchup for them. Excited about their season so far.
Patriots quickly to the line of
Third
scrimmage.
down and 4.
3rd and 4 with 11:15 to go in the ball game. The umpire over the ball. We wouldn't let us snap it. We'll come near side. Taylor is going to keep it,
QB keeper.
and he needs to be shy of the first down.
Yeah, he can stand there all he wants. We'll keep milking the clock here in the fourth quarter.
Calls his own number. It'll be 4th down and 2.
Fourth down,
At
I'd
let's call it the 28-yard line.
be surprised if we didn't go for it here, Kev.
Oh, we are. 10:50 to go in the ball game. I can put Ogeron in. We'll probably go with a 2 tight end set here.
Yep.
Yep, 2 tight ends split to the left. That'll be Dudenhofer. Poole and Warder, the halfbacks. And we got him a jump off sides. Hard count, got him. First
Attaboy.
down by penalty.
Great job by them. Great job. Junior quarterback making the tough call there. On 2, great job by him. Putting in a second tight end and them thinking we're ready to come off the ball, hit him in the face, and second tight end checks out of the game now after we got him to jump off sides.
Let him move the ball to the 23-yard line. Two tight ends top of the field. Taylor keeps around the left side, puts a move on the
Nice
quarterback,
move.
cuts inside the 10, and he's to be down around the 8-yard line. That'd be 1st and goal Patriots with 10:09 to go.
Yeah, nice job by him. I tell you, it's funny from seeing Colin run the ball last year, being more of a, Colin had some nice speed, but he was more of a bruising running back. And then seeing Buddy out there on the edge, just a little shake and bake, sticking his inside foot in the ground, going outside, and then sticking his outside foot in the ground, going inside, and showing a little boop, boop. Good job by him. Checking another quarterback into the ball game now, Kev. 17.
Smith. And there's a flag on the play.
Penalty flag on the field.
Jordan's a sophomore.
Count the jerseys.
What'd they call?
I don't know.
Not sure.
We got 11. No, we got 12. We do have 12.
Do we?
That's what I said. Count the guys. Something didn't look right.
The Patriots.
That'll back us up 5 to the 13. So it'll be first and goal from the 13 with 9:30 and counting. I'm going to go with 2 tight ends split near side. Dudenhofer will be the split end near side.
First down and goal from the 12.
We'll run it to left with Smith on the keeper.
Quarterback kept it, yep.
Back number 8.
Oh, no.
That's Quinn on the
We
carry.
gave it to him.
They did give it to him? Okay,
Yep.
it looked like Smith kept it.
Yeah, it sure
They were
did.
tackling him. He's running away from us. It's hard to tell from our
Quinn
angle.
on the play by number 2, Travis Walker.
Taylor checks back in the game. And there's an injury timeout with 9:02 to go. Hey, Nick, is there any issues with the camera? I got some people saying, what's up with the camera? They can't see the game.
No, we had to move it.
You okay?
No, we got it now.
Second down and goal from the 6.
All right. We're trying to get the camera situation taken care of. 2 tight ends split near side. Taylor with the pitch.
Outside to
And it's
Quinn.
going to be Quinn
Touchdown.
with a touchdown.
Good job. Good job by the
8
running
yards
back.
out.
Getting out front as well. That's number 28. Don't see him on the roster. Well, maybe I can't see it from here, but a good job right there getting the ball in the end zone again by the Patriots.
Charles Quinn.
Been some good, long, sustained drives tonight. Taking some time off the clock, milking it a little bit here in the fourth quarter. 8:48 left, and we're up 27-0, awaiting the extra point. Tell you what, Kevin, I like what I see so far, buddy.
Me too.
You know, you got a new starting quarterback, some new offensive linemen that have never played. You know, you got a new starting tight end, couple receivers we've had, which is pretty dependable when you have some guys you can throw it up to as well. You know, very important to us to block on the edge. We got some stout guys out there.
And there's a flag in the play, delay a game.
Delay a game.
On the extra point.
Yep. Well, we took our time running out there
On the
and
Patriots.
snapping it. So
Smith will hold and Big E will kick it.
back us up a little bit and let's see what Big E can do.
You know what's impressive, though? We just had a scrimmage. We didn't have a jamboree. But for a first game, a lot of times you have a lot of sloppiness and stuff, and I really haven't seen
Yeah, that's
that.
what I mean. Just like I said,
It's nice.
the crispness of being out here for the first time with all of the adversity that they faced, ready to rock and roll.
Snap, plays, kick is up, and it is
Yes, sir.
good.
Attaboy.
Big E adds the PAT, so with 8:48 to go in the ball game, it's now the Patriots 28. The Charger Buccaneers 0.
Nice job by them, getting it done. Big E stepping out there, kicking it right through the uprights. And
Danny Quinn had a 6-yard touchdown run. Then, of course, Big E's PAT makes it 28-0. That capped off an 8-play, 66-yard drive, taking 3:39 off the clock. And we got 8:48 to go in the ball game.
Kevin, for that scoring drive, I want to say thank you to Gene Lafitte Harbor. They offer a wide range of services, such as BOA Rod and Reel fishing charters, RV campground rentals with 30 and 50 amp hookups, cabin rentals for small or large group, airboat swamp tours, boat storage, boat slips, workboat rentals, pavilion rentals for hosting fishing rodeos. They have a fully stocked hardware store and marina. And, of course, the Barge Restaurant for breakfast or lunch. Visit www.genelafiteharbor.com or contact John Curtis Christian alum, class of 95, Sean Cuevas, 504-689-2013. 689-2013. Gene Lafitte Harbor, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Also, thank our white sponsors, Cypress Point Pain Management, Victor Manning Driving School, Arno's Restaurant, Scariano Wholesale Food Distribution, WDSU Channel 6, and Moe's Pizza. Thank you for your support of Fighting Patriot football. Logidis to kick it off, left to right. Going to be fielded around the 15-yard line, far side. Has a nice hole. Oh, what a hit!
Who was that?
That's Logidis,
Are you serious?
the kicker. Holy
My
mackerel.
man.
He unloaded on him.
I love it.
That reminded me, remember Cody Schexnayder as a freshman running down as a kicker and then getting a concussion.
Oh, man, I love it.
Well, he's a defensive back anyway. He nailed that guy.
I love to see that. I love to see that. Nice job.
Holy mackerel.
I love special teams stuff like that. That's one of the old time hits, Kevin, that we used to see before all this, the crazy stuff that you can't hit people anymore. But that was a nice knock right there. I would have thought that was by somebody that was about 250. Nice knock, nice job by Vincent coming downhill hard.
Ooh. That was an Old Testament hit there. Goodness gracious.
You know what I like?
What's that?
Johnny Curtis is down there tearing them up. The kickoff team. The kicker had to go down there, make it happen, and Johnny's down there tearing them up. I love it.
Hey, speaking with Logidis, Vince, I want to give a shout out to Coach Dave McCullough, who's recovering from heart surgery. I know he's done a lot for Vincent. Appreciate him. And Hudson throws a pass far sideline, caught. Griffin on the reception. He gets it to the 46-yard line. 8:35 and counting.
Gain of 13 yards on the play for number 3.
Well, they had a nice hole, and the guy shot to the gap. And really, the safety is Logidis. And
yeah. But the thing about it is,
stoned him.
The thing about it is he was running with some speed too. So that was speed on speed connection. Logidis won that battle. The returner was hitting it with a full head of steam, and he knocked him out.
Yep. Hudson comes near side. Wants to throw it. He fires it near side. It's going to be
get him.
incomplete.
Nice.
Great job there by McMillian.
Nice job coming downhill, seeing it.
At the last second, McMillian stuck his paw and knocked it down.
Quarterback was at a full sprint to the left and kind of just left that one in the air a little bit. You got to throw that downhill a little bit more with the receiver being able to come back to it, and hung in the air a little bit, and we did a good job of breaking on the football. And, that's the toughest thing, Kevin, when I'm coaching at the playground, 5 and 6s, 7 and 8s, to let those kids know, it's okay to attack the football. When it's no matter if you're a defender, if you're on offense, when the ball's in the air,
go get it.
It's free reign. Go get the football.
Got a question here. Is do we have a new special teams coach? Well, Coach Johnny Curtis is
we hope so.
Kind of working with the group lately. Yeah.
Been nice.
So far. Hudson steps up the pass, throws it far sideline, and it's going to be incomplete. Overthrew everybody by 10 yards.
Yeah, he's just letting the ball rip. The only thing I like about his deep ball, he puts a little bit of height on it, which is great. You like to see a ball turn over and come down with the receiver having an opportunity to catch it. But, he's just sitting back there and chunking it, trying to show his arm off. I learned that at a young age too, Kevin. We were, everybody wants to show how big their arm is, but when you don't give your receiver, you played receiver. When you don't give your receiver, you're showing him that you don't have the trust in him to go up there and win those one-on-one battles.
3rd and 10 from the 46, 7:58 to go in the ball game. Double twin set. Hudson takes the pass from center.
Come get him.
Fires it far side, way over.
Yeah, he's just leaving everything a little high tonight.
It'll be 4th and 10.
Good job by our lineman, still getting some pressure, getting up the field, playing on that side of the football and getting after the QB. He still is not very comfortable back there, sitting in the pocket and finishing over his front foot.
Span will go back to receive the punt. Span's will stand around the 15. Nice kick.
Another nice punt again.
Fair catch. That's going to land at the 5 and roll into the end zone for a touchback. So with 7:41 to go in the ball game, be 1st and 10 Patriots from the 20.
Good job by Span, just seeing it, understanding it's kicked over his head. That one took a crazy hop right inside the end zone and then bounced back out. They were trying to argue that it didn't bounce into the end zone, but a good job by him recognizing it was inside the 10, letting it go. But I tell you what, the punter at first, I didn't think he could kick it all, but he's boomed the last few of them.
I was just thinking, of all the years we've been calling the games against Landry-Walker, he's the best punter they've had.
No doubt about it. He's got a very, very strong leg. The first one I just don't think he got a hold of. After that, he's hit some bombs.
1st and 10 Patriots, ball in the middle of the field.
1st down and 10.
Taylor is going to keep it, quarterback keeper near side, and short gain. That might have been a busted play.
Yeah, I'm not sure. That doesn't look like anything I remember. Looked like he turned around to maybe run a counter play, and it wasn't there, and he just made something out of nothing. Good job by him getting out of there, not taking a hit.
They had a new running back now. I think it was 34. young guy in there, I believe Bush.
Aaron Johnson is number 34.
34, I'm sorry, Johnson. I believe it. I saw a 4, couldn't see.
Sophomore. Yep.
Second down and 9.
Gain of 1 in that previous play. Taylor hands it off.
Hand it off up the middle again.
He
This
got
time
slung down.
the
That's number
Buccaneers
22
Yeah.
defense
on the
ready.
carry. Ja'Cory Lee. No gain. 3rd and 9. Oh, they gave him 2 on that, so 3rd and
Malik
7.
Ward, number 2 on the carry.
Yeah, and we were talking about that earlier, Kevin. You should really never have a negative play as a Patriot if you're running the option correctly into the line of scrimmage. The offensive linemen are coming off of the football. You're playing behind your pads, have a nice shoulder turn. Even if one of the peers in the stands is that they stuffed us, you should at least probably get 1 yard coming downhill.
Heat 47.
3rd and 7 and 6:53 and counting. Taylor's going to drive right to pass. Throws it near side. And it's going to be in and out of the hands of the intended receiver. That was number 25, Jason Gabriel.
Second time Buddy's kind of throwing it over their head on a 3-step drop.
He wouldn't have had the first down anyway.
Hitch route out here, yeah. And Kevin, as a receiver, what do you do in that?
You got to get at least minimum to the sticks.
That's right. That's right. That's another thing I'm working on these kids. Look, if it's 4th and 6, don't run me a 5-yard route, okay? And you know it as well. And as a quarterback, too, you know that you could take that extra little bit of time on that 3rd step, on a 3-step drop when he's got to push it a little bit more.
Lead a punt.
Patriots will punt it away.
Wobbly punt.
Give us a hop. Give
Get
us
a
a
little roll.
hop. There you go.
And it's going to stop around the 43-yard line
And the Buccaneers
of the Charging Buccaneers. So with 6:32 to go in the game, be 1st and 10, Charging Buccaneers from number 43. Real quick, want to thank again our red sponsors, RJ Blanchard Benefit Services, Matranas Produce, Elite Epoxy, Progen Financial, Diesel Works, Dapco Enterprises, Smart Tackle, Republic Finance, Integrity First Realty Incorporated, Brian Subaru, and Vergis Rome Architects. Thank you for your support of Fighting Patriot Football.
Yeah, and like we mentioned before, if you want to get involved, give them a call at the office. Jeff Curtis, Johnny Curtis, 737-4621. Let us know, how you want to get involved. And, there's a lot of options around the high school to do many things. So they'll send the message on over to Kevin and I, and we'll give you a call and see what we can do. But we appreciate the opportunity for our broadcasting partners and all of our sponsors to give us the ability to be able to do this week in and week out for 10 years straight now. It feels like yesterday, but it's been a great run.
Yeah, if you own a food establishment, Danny and I are always in for, free tasting, or, if
Nothing
you're a
wrong
fishing
with
charter,
that.
a little free fishing.
No doubt.
We got to sample the goods first.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. We need something to brag on.
Now, all seriousness, we appreciate all your support, especially the school this year, because we're going to help offset the losses with these restrictions on the attendance.
You know what's funny, Kevin, is this year it was amazing to me how excited my kids were to go to school, and I'm thinking like, what the heck's going on here, But they were really genuinely excited to get back into the classroom with all their friends.
Hudson hands it off. Ooh. Is there a ball on the ground?
Oh,
No.
Tell you what, that offensive lineman got bent backwards.
Yeah, he did.
You saw it. That was rough.
make that a gain of 3.
Got some other big linemen in there, Kevin. Who's number 97?
For the Patriots?
Yep.
Siobhan Lane.
What about number 40?
Cole Landry.
Okay.
Correction, that's a
Some
gain
different
of 2.
players in there. Like we talked about earlier, it's good to keep some fresh legs, especially defensively. Being able to go out there, get after the quarterback a little bit, stay in your rush lanes, make some plays in the run game, and get your name called by the broadcasters. That's always fun. A lot of these kids, trust me, they go back and listen to us. You know that.
Yep.
Want to get their names called.
2nd and 8.
Hudson,
Throw a little
quick
swing pass.
outside,
And
cuts inside.
he's going to be tackled just over midfield at the Patriot 49 – 49. That's Rio on the reception. .530 and counting.
Third and
Gain
about
of
2.
7 yards on the play. It'll be 3rd down and 2.
Good job by these guys continuing to play. We're rotating even more guys in and out and milking the clock with 5:17 left and counting. 28-0 here on JohnCurtisPatriots.com.
Hudson's under pressure. Throws it near side, incomplete. It'll be 4th down and long 2 with 4:50 to go.
I like seeing Big E out here hustling after the ball. You know, obviously he's an interior lineman, but he got all the way out to the numbers on that little swing pass trying to chase him down, because you never know. He might have to cut back inside. Somebody might, you know, keep contained. He's trying to make some moves, and all of a sudden one of those big linemen are running down field, strip the ball away. We've seen it time and time again, so good effort right there by him staying after the would-be receiver.
All right, they'll put 3 receivers to the top of the field, 1 near side. 4th and a long 2. Hudson takes a pass in center, rolls near side. He's under pressure. And he's going to fire it over the middle of the field and incomplete. And they'll turn it over on downs with 4:42 to go in the ball game.
Yeah, that was one of those plays I was telling you earlier as a quarterback you never want to do. But to be honest with you, if he could have got that ball up a little bit, he had some guys dragging across the field deep.
Yeah.
Maybe had something there, but still as a coach, you don't really like when you see that. Bad things happen when you throw it across your body. And that's, of course, going to stop the clock. Turnover on downs, 4:42 left here in the 4th quarter. Patriots are on top, 28-0. And been a good day so far for the red, white, and blue.
You know, the numbers are scarce, but got a pretty good-looking crowd out here tonight.
Oh, no doubt about it. It's been good on the Patriots side, at least.
Yep. Taylor hands it off to the near side halfback. That's Johnson. On the carry, number 34.
They're running the hurry-up offense. Kevin getting up and getting set.
Yep, got it to the 44-yard line of the Charger Buccaneers. 2nd down and 3. There's Robbie showing up. His nice suit.
Yeah, it looked like our guard
Somebody moved.
jumped off sides, got out a little early.
I'm looking back, checking on the screen to see if any of our fans have been texting us. Somebody got a hold of our number, and there's a communication between 3 fans about some football game. I don't know who they're talking about. They're putting names and stats and stuff on there and scores. I'm like, I don't know.
That's funny.
That's not our game. All right, 2nd down 8. Twins to the left. Ball's at the 49. And that's Smith at quarterback, and he was tackled for a loss.
Get back. Down on the ground, 28-0.
3:55 to go.
Why'd the clock stop?
I don't know.
Tell you what, it's been strange tonight sometimes. The clock continues to run on pass plays, incompletions, and then when the quarterback gets dropped for a loss or a no gain, the clock stops. So I don't understand it. But anyway, 3:55 left, 28-0, Patriots on top.
Smith going to draw play on the near side. Nice on the run there. Number 29.
Not bad. Close to the sticks. Close to the sticks. Going to be 4th down and short. 4th down and about 1, Kevin.
Marlon Prout. Yeah, we'll go for it here, 4th and 1.
Yep. Checking some new backs into the ball game.
A lot of young guys.
Keeping some fresh legs out there. Good to see them in there. You know, you got to give it to these guys. They've worked just as hard as any of the older kids and starters. They're out there practice each and every day and given, of course.
We know they started working out in individual groups on June 8th.
Right.
So it's been like the longest camp in the history of football. Forever. 2 tight ends split to the left. Quarterback keeper Smith is going to have the 1st down. Nice job. Yeah. 3:08 and counting.
Yeah, it's just an awkward year this year, Kevin. Like I said, summer workouts, not being able to show up everybody at once. I think at one point in time they were not allowed to go to school at all. You know, remember when all that stuff was around and no coaches could be out there with anybody, and you know, just the craziness of getting back to some normalcy is awesome for tonight.
Yep, Twins receivers to the left. We'll come near side.
Ball's on the ground.
Tell you what, that tackle shot through the gap. We had no chance.
He was there before he took 2 steps.
Yeah, no chance.
Yeah, that was definitely a missed assignment there by the offensive lineman.
That was Dagan Cox, freshman quarterback.
Yeah, they talk pretty highly of Dagan. He's a local River Ridge boy, I believe, from Little Farms Playground, and yeah, they see what they like so far in Dagan. So like to see him out there getting some reps, and you know, it's vital to be out there as a young guy at an early age, get those reps that can make you feel more comfortable under center.
So the Patriots turning over on downs with on the turnover, 2:39 to go. First and 10, charging Buccaneers from their own 40-yard line. It's the Patriots 28, the charging Buccaneers 0. 3 receivers to the right, 1 near side. Hudson fires a pass, going to be incomplete. They called interference.
That's not interference. It looks like Davis did the exact right thing, had his upfield hand across. Maybe they're saying the collision was a little too early. It looked like it was almost simultaneous to me. But anyway.
Tell you what, the back judge might want to ice his shoulder down. He threw that flag.
He let it rip.
50 yards.
Sure did.
He was way back here.
Let it rip.
So that'll move the penalty, move the ball to the Patriot 45-yard line with 2:32 to go.
Buccaneers first down.
Even Coach JT's, I mean, seriously, Danny, that guy, there was a side judge who had a better view of it, closer, and he's 50 yards away.
Didn't call it, right.
Surprised he didn't tear his rotator cuff. Hudson pass incomplete.
Yeah, that little swing pass, Kevin, has not worked out for him. In order to be able to throw the swing pass, you have to give the running back a little bit of time to get out front, kind of make that bend, and then start to head downhill. They're catching the ball and they're throwing it immediately, and he's throwing it real stiff and a little high. It's hard for the running back to be able to see the ball coming out the backfield sometimes, and they've thrown that pass probably incomplete 4 or 5 times tonight.
2:25 to go in the ball game. Second down, 10. They'll go with 3 receivers to top of the field, 2 near side. Hudson takes a pass from center, steps up, fires it over the middle. Oh, almost incomplete. I mean, almost intercepted.
Yep.
McMillian
was right on
kind of
it.
threw it right behind him a little bit.
Yeah. He had the beat on it, and yeah, Hudson just threw it behind him. He had to kind of stop in his tracks, try to come back and get it. But, again, not bad pressure from some younger guys that are in there, and some of our starters in there at defensive back continuing to play.
2:17 to go. Third down, 10. Coach JT is now going to be 593, 7 away from 600. You know, it was 10 years ago, our first broadcast. Well, not, it was in 2011, 9 years ago, but, our first year doing it. He won number 500.
Yep.
Hudson going to fire deep. And it's going to be incomplete. Fourth and 10.
Yeah, he didn't call that one. I thought that might have been interference, and they got wrapped. But sometimes when it's they just kind of get wrapped up as they're running, they don't call that.
So it was our first year doing the broadcast in 2011 when he won his 500th game.
Yeah.
And it was our 4th year in 2014 when we beat De La Salle 30-0 at Pan Am. He coached his 600th game for the Patriots. So hopefully we can win enough games this year in year 2020 where he can win number 600.
Yeah, it's a big deal, man. People don't realize.
Yeah, but right now he's 30 away from really 622 is the target. I know he's not looking at it, but for us alums and fans.
Oh, yeah.
Got to get him to 622. Hudson going to fire it over the middle, and it's going to be incomplete.
Yeah.
And they turn over and down.
Those receivers don't want any piece of that.
They're ready to go home.
No, yeah, they're ready to go. Ready to go. And the quarterback's got to do a better job of sticking it in their gut, leading them a little bit. He's been throwing some of those behind him. But, yeah, they're ready to go home. Well, so are we, up 28-0.
Yep.
2:01 left here in the 4th quarter. And we're going to check in, looks like number 19, Dagan Cox again. And hopefully we can get this 2:01 off the clock and go home victorious. Again, we want to say thank you to everybody that showed up at the high school for that awesome, pep rally and game watch party, and we appreciate it.
Yep, Johnson on the carry. Near side.
Little different out here for us without you guys, but just as fun when the Patriots are winning. It looks like number 18 checks into the game now. Kevin,
we're going to have our brunch with the Patriots next week at Joe Yenny when the Patriots take on the St. Augustine Purple Knights. 10 a.m. kickoff, 9:45 pregame. So we need to get with our folks. Maybe Yaya's or the men's club can cook us up some vittles.
Oh, yeah. Give me something.
Twins at the top of the field. We'll come near side again. That's going to be a face mask. Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
They don't call that?
They don't call it.
Cox, the quarterback, just took one step out and got ripped by the face.
Yeah, that's Zachary Drake, number 18 in that QB.
Oh, okay.
Referees want to get out of here, too.
Drake. 112 and counting.
But overall tonight, Kevin, it's been beautiful weather, first of all.
Ideal.
I mean, just awesome weather out here at Berman Stadium. It's been real quiet because of what's going on, but been a nice, crisp effort by the Patriots. And obviously we got a little miscommunication with who's going in, who's going out into the huddle for the offense. And we're going to take a timeout, not because we trying to do anything or go in there and score, but because we got to get the right kids on the field and be able to give them their time that they're due as younger players. So timeout with 51 seconds left here in the ball games, 28-0. Patriots on top. And it's been nice tonight to not have all of the things that, to be honest, I was kind of expecting. Maybe some fumbles, a lot of offsides penalties, some big-time mistakes on defense, just, communication errors that might happen in the secondary. And tonight we've been pretty darn crisp, and it's been fun to watch.
Yeah, it has. Y'all hang tight with us. We got 51 seconds. We'll have a post-game wrap-up and set up next week's volleyball and football games. 3rd and 6. And they jump outside. Now running back can go left.
Yep.
He went lateral. He good, but they jumped off sides. Should be on the defense. Yeah, the next volleyball game will be next Thursday at 5:30 between Lady Patriots and the St. Charles Comets. That'll be a district game.
He was going to call it on us, Kevin. And then our coaches told him that's motion.
Yeah, you can go left.
Yeah, no, I know, but he didn't know any better. And obviously our running back did a good job of just playing it off like he didn't know, like he was supposed to do that. But, then they called it procedure on them.
So 51.1 seconds to go.
Third down and 1, handoff.
We'll get the first down.
First down run.
Let's see who's on the carry. 35. Give him a little shout out. Liam Cohen.
Yep.
5'8", 160-pound sophomore.
3 different backs here in the ball game again. Quarterback checks back in, Dagan Cox.
Now, how's the clock stop?
Ja'Cory Lee, first down.
Now they started. Okay.
Ja'Cory Lee checks back in, 5'10", 175-pound junior. He looks bigger than 175 pounds.
This will probably be the last play. 30 seconds ago. And we hand it off to the left halfback.
And the handoff up the middle, not
That's number
much.
29, Prout. 20 seconds, and that should do it. They're throwing some more players in there, but we're not going to get another play off.
I think this is going to be
14.
it. Quarterback's trying to call the play and get it going.
10. We ain't broke the huddle yet. It's 8 seconds. 5. 3, 2, 1, and that is a wrap. So wrap this up in red, white, and blue. The John Curtis Christian Patriots defeat the Landry-Walker Charging Buccaneers 28-0, and they open up the 2020 season 1-0. And Landry-Walker is now 0-1. Hang tight. We're going to do the post-game wrap-up and set up next week.
I want to say thank
Go from
you
there.
at this moment to our premier post-game sponsor, National Temperature Control. They're family-owned and operated with over 40 years of experience in keeping people comfortable all over the greater New Orleans area. Frank Masco Jr. and his son, Frank III, are fully licensed and insured. They service all makes and models of heating and cooling equipment. Some of their services are annual cleaning, preventative maintenance agreements, monthly filter changes, indoor air quality, UV lights, ceiling and installing ductwork, air grills, bathroom and kitchen ventilation, They even provide 24-hour service. So wake them up, give them a call, 504-467-0440. They're right there in Harahan, 504-467-0440, or visit the website, ntcnola.com. National Temperature Control, we appreciate your support of the Patriots.
Yep, sure do. Also, one more time, I want to thank our gold sponsors, Pelican State Community Services, Bobby Seafood, Lawson Filters and Supply, Garden Memories, Randazzo's Restaurant Catering, Proud Yogi's Bears, Walter Bill and Chris Sanchez, Alario Brothers Marine Supply, and Brenda Harris CPA. Again, thank you for your support of Fighting Patriot football. Danny, our scoring recap, it was all Patriots. We got a touchdown in every quarter. In the first quarter with 3:18 to go, Poole had a 6-yard touchdown run. Taylor added a 2-point conversion. That capped off a 2-play, 15-yard drive, taking 42 seconds off the clock, and the Patriots led 8-0. And that was the score after the first quarter. Then at the 9:19 mark of the second quarter, Quinn had an 8-yard touchdown run. Big E added the PAT, making it 15-0. That capped off a 7-play, 58-yard drive, taking 3:07 off the clock, and that was also the halftime score. The Patriots got back on the board in the third quarter, 6:31 to go. There was a pick six on the defensive side. Wallace took it to the house from 53 yards out. Lojadis missed the PAT, and the third quarter ended with the Patriots leading 21-0. And then with 8:48 to go in the ballgame, Quinn had a second touchdown in the game, taking it in from 6 yards. Big E added a PAT, making it 28-0, and that capped off an 8-play, 66-yard drive and took 3:39 off the clock, and that's the final score. I know you mentioned a few times we were impressed with the Christmas and not having the sloppiness after the COVID break, because like in the college and the pro games of week one, there was so many sloppy plays and penalties. And good news, we didn't see that tonight with the Patriots.
No, it was really a great effort by them coming out here, doing their job, doing the things that we need to do, kind of almost like a mid-season stride. We don't want to talk too good about them too early, though, Kevin.
No.
We got a lot of good games coming up, some great matchups over the next couple weeks. But really, yeah, we were very inspired by what we saw tonight. A good effort by the Patriots, playing some good football so far. And obviously, we're used to hearing and seeing a lot more out here, but it's just good to be back. So thank God football on Friday nights is back for the Patriots, and what a great effort by them to inspire us to be back out here again next week. So we appreciate it, and just good for us to be back as well.
Yep. We want to thank again everybody that was at Uncle Matt's watching us in the watch party, and of course, more importantly, everybody that went to school and watched us on the field. I heard there was several hundred people over there. Thanks to the men's club, Patriot Nation's men's club, for cooking the tasty victuals. Thanks to the band, the cheerleaders, and the dance line for helping entertaining the fans. Hope y'all enjoyed it. We appreciate all your support. Sorry you couldn't be with us, but hopefully, look, next week we can have 1,000 fans at Joe Uni Stadium. The football Patriots will be on the field again next Saturday at 10 p.m. against the St. Augustine Purple Knights. We'll have pregame at 9:45. You can join us on JohnCurtisPatriots.com via YouTube. But the next broadcast we'll have on the network, Coach Dawn Curtis and I on Thursday at 5:30. JohnCurtisPatriots.com via YouTube. We'll have the Lady Patriots volleyball team. They'll host the St. Charles Comets in a district game. So we'd love to have you watch the volleyball because they're very good. And then if you're local, if you try to show up and watch, the girls have won 10 out of the last 10 out of the last 11 matches. And they are currently 10-3 on the season. They're very good. So if you get a chance, come watch the Lady Patriots in volleyball. But if not, we'll see you next Saturday at Joe Uni Stadium. So on behalf of Nick, Danny Wimprine, myself, Kevin Fayard, until either Thursday night or next Saturday, depending if you're watching volleyball or football. Go Big Blue.
God bless.